is a special sports presentation from the EAB Sports Network.
It's time for Valley View Blazer football on FM News Talk 102.1. Presented by NEA Baptist, Barton's Home Outlet, Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Kavanaugh Auto Group, and First National Bank. Now, let's go to the NEA Baptist broadcast booth and join Randy Myers for the First National Bank pregame show.
Tonight, the reigning 5A East Conference champions from 2022 battle it out for an early leg up on the 23 race. Good evening, everybody. I'm Randy Myers in the NEA Baptist broadcast position at Yellow Jacket Stadium, where tonight it's Valley View versus Wynne. New school, as tradition-rich Wynne has more conference titles than any other program in the history of the league. In years, this rising Valley View program has rocked the Yellow Jacket dynasty just a bit, having won at least a share of 3 of the past 5 conference crowns. And that doesn't sit well with lots of folks here in Cross County. So from the Wynne perspective, you can make the argument this game is a grudge match, especially after the Blazers took down the Yellow Jackets in overtime 21-20 in last year's tilt at Central Dealership Stadium. Valley View is off to a 2-0 start in conference play after back-to-back turbo clock wins over Paragould and Forest City to open up conference play the past 2 weeks. 2 games in which the Blazers lit up the scoreboard for a combined 96 points. Wynne is 1-1 in league play. The Yellow Jackets opened conference play 2 weeks ago with a 21-17 come from behind win over Brooklyn here on their home field before losing at Southside 28-14 last week. So the stage is set for a showdown in Cross County. We'll hear from head coach Sean Cockrell of the Blazers after this 2-minute timeout on the EAB Sports Network.
When a clinic sends a referral for your specialty services, you have a choice. The decision of where you receive care is yours. You can choose the only facility in Eastern Arkansas to receive an A rating in patient safety by Leapfrog, delivering world-class care and an unmatched safety protocol. You have a choice in your healthcare provider. Choose NEA Baptist, where safety isn't a goal, it's a promise.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people, this is home. Apply online at fnbank.net/mortgage. From our family to yours, welcome home. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy it, Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to KavanaughCars.com.
The team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athletes for over 40 years. And now they have 2 locations with JOSM on Main and the all-new JOSM on Matthews. Inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center with non-operative providers Dr. J.T. Fisher and the newest addition to the staff, Dr. Morgan Benefield. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
We welcome you back to our pregame coverage of Blazer football, brought to you by First National Bank. As I'm joined now by Valley View coach Sean Cockrell, as tonight the Blazers take on the Wynne Yellow Jackets. It is a battle of the reigning co-champions in the 5A East Conference. Coach, first of all, let's rewind and revisit the Forest City game for just a few minutes, though. And a lot like the Paragould game, really that one couldn't have got off to a better start for you.
Yeah, it did, and a really weird game, to be honest with you, just because of the offense was off the field for almost a quarter and a half. So, but we did what we needed to do. Obviously, the defense took advantage of some miscues by Forest City, and we had the block punt, we had the return kick.
Played a full quarter probably since a full 4 quarters since maybe the Rivercrest game, and really that was only about three and a half quarters.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think we subbed, if I can remember correctly, with 11 minutes left in the fourth. So you're right. I mean, and that's tough. But, the way we look at it is obviously we're never going to run it up on anybody. But it's also we look at injuries. You know, I mean, when TJ got rolled up against Paragould, it was like, oh my gosh, you know, what have we done? Why, you know? And that was more of we needed to get the clock running and we needed to get out of there, because if you look back at Forest City, we got the clock running, but they're going to keep their starters in and they're going to play a whole game, so they score quick. You know, we go 3 and out, they score again. It's like, oh no, what are we doing? But with the clock running, they really don't have enough time to get back. You know, and a lot of people look at the score and be like, oh, it was closer. You know, it wasn't close. But we don't care about that. We just want to make sure that everybody's healthy. We get out of there with a win. You get your 13 points for the playoffs, and you move on.
There were a lot of people, obviously, that did play well in the Forest City game. Almost too many, too numerous to mention. But talk about a few of the folks who you were particularly pleased with in that game.
Yeah, no, I think you look at the defense as a
Me
whole.
Too.
Obviously, they all played well. I thought Brian had probably.
I never
the best
assume
game
it,
of the
but
year,
hope
Brian
for it,
Huff.
certainly.
I thought Jade Taylor, you know, with the recovered fumble. The
yeah, it
block
is.
punt.
It's real nice.
Kenneth Robinson obviously returning that. TJ scored a rushing touchdown and then turned around and got the kickoff return for 78. So a lot of guys played really well. You know, we had guys playing well all over the place, but defensively as a whole, those guys played really well.
It was a quiet night for your receiving corps, but again, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You only threw the ball 4 times because you weren't really in a position to need to throw it, and plus you didn't want to look like you were running it up.
Correct. You know, I think Tice had 1 for 34, which he probably should have got about -2 on, but made a great play, broke about 4 tackles. And then, so Carson was only 1 for 2. So then, you know, we had a backup quarterbacks in there that threw 2 more times, but that was basically because we were in 3rd and long and, you know, we weren't going to do anything but run it and punt. So just a weird night, but, you know, we're excited about being 2-0 and see what happens tonight against Wynne.
Speaking of that, the Yellow Jackets are the opponent tonight, and you got to go to Wynne. That's a place that not too many teams are able to go to and win. I mean, a very good Magnolia team went down there and got blitzed 35-0 just a couple 3 weeks ago. You have won there once, and Valley View's 2 wins against the Yellow Jackets. One of them came on the road down there in 2019 during the conference championship season. I'm sure you'd love to see history repeat itself in that form tonight.
Yeah, and that's what we've talked to our kids about. You know, a lot of people all year have said they're down, or, you know, they're 2-3 and this and that. But, you know, you got to look at their non-conference opponents. You know, a great Marion team in 6A, a great Southside team 7A, and then Magnolia, who they beat 35-0, like you said. So they're a very good football team. They might not have the depth they've had in a while because of the tornadoes and the kids moving and transferring and whatever. But they still have tradition. They still know how to win. They're going to be tough to play down there, and any time you can go down there and get a win is huge.
Of course, there's been a coaching change since the last time you saw Wynne with Clay Toddy, who had a dynasty at Rison, won 2 state champions, 2 state titles down there, also was a state runner-up another year. And even though there's been a coaching change, schematically, at least offensively, it's a slight change from, I guess, a flex bone to a veer offense, but essentially they're still doing the same stuff.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball 90% of the time. You know, I think that the biggest thing for us is we've got to be able to be physical up front, stop the run, and then our DBs not fall asleep. I feel like we've done that twice in the last 2 weeks, once with Paragould. When you know, it's run, and you're looking for the run, and you're trying to help in on tackles, and then all of a sudden somebody slips behind you. You know, and then Forest City, we gave up a big long one too. So we've really harped on those kids about reading your keys, not falling asleep on defense. But it's an offense that is basically they want to maul you to death, and they want to make it physical, and they want to cut on the backside when the play's not away from you. So your D-line is always, you know, trying to get their hands down, not worried about where the play is. And then the front side, they're going to either, you know, run the veer, they're going to fullback power, whatever it may be. But then he's going to play action you know, sometimes, especially when you're not expecting it, and that's going to be tough to handle.
And they do have a very talented, experienced veteran quarterback in John Watson, who has proven in the past that he is capable of hitting the deep ball.
Yeah, he throws a really good ball, and he's capable of taking one to the house at any time. So, you know, I think you look back, and I think it was last year in the playoffs against Harrison, he took a quarterback sneak for 70 yards. I mean, he can run that offense. He's a very good athlete, and when you're a 3-year starter, just like Carson is, you know what you need to do and how to make your team better.
What about their defense? I mean, are there any changes that they've made there, and just how good are they on that side of the ball?
Well, you know, it's funny because we seem like we see somebody different every week. You know, Last week against Forest City, everybody, they played off man against everybody. Well, then they pressed us. So it's different. Last year against Wynne, we got ready for a 3-3 stack. That's all they played. And then they played a 4-2 against us. So this year they're playing a 5-2, basically get after you in the run game, play man on the back end. If we see that, we'll be prepared for it. If we don't, we better be prepared to see something else. So if they're going to man us up, we're going to throw the ball a lot tonight. So you're going to see that. Now, the biggest problem is, can we protect that long? When they're bringing 7 every time, we've only got 7 if we keep everybody in. But we feel like our receivers are better than their D-backs, and we can throw the ball on them. If they're going to play off of us, you're going to see a lot of short passes. If they're going to come up on us, then we'll throw the deep ball. Carson makes great decisions. We're going to give him a lot of leeway in that. But we've got to be able to establish the run, too. There's some things that we're going to try to exploit what they do. But, we're hoping that we get that defense because we're prepared for it, but we could really see something else.
Of course, this will be a game, too, where clock control will play a big factor. And one thing that they have always tried to do and continue to do, even though there's been a coaching change, is have those long, time-consuming drives with limit your opportunities.
Yeah, and that's frustrating for another team. Obviously, if you get out there and they get 3 or 4 first downs, even if they don't score, it's 7 or 8 minutes off the clock that you haven't gotten the ball, and where our playmakers can go make a play and get a score. So it's going to be tough. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. I promise you that. They're going to eat the clock. They're going to score points. Hopefully we do as well, and it's going to be a tough battle. Probably a short game, to be honest with you. If we can get the run game going.
Speaking of defense, it's another thing I wanted to ask you about, and this is backtracking to your defense. I noticed you guys this year seem to be showing a lot more different looks than you have in the past, and especially even in terms of moving people around to different positions. Like I noticed lately, you've had Sarge Davis coming off the edge a few times where he normally plays the nose spot. But talk about that a little bit, if you would, and what's brought that.
Yeah, I think part of it is we wanted to go to a 4-front. Then you kind of have some injuries and some things happen, and you look at the 3-front. But a part of it too is we hired Cameron Murray. He's really good with the D-line, and he's got those guys using their hands and doing different things. So, there are times where Sarge can be a nose, but he can also help us at an end. So tonight you're going to see him at an end, but it's really inside the tight end, so he's a 7 technique, but he's going to disrupt quite a bit. And then you've got Jude and Dedrick and Noah Wendell. We're going to go back to a 4-front tonight because of what they do. So you're going to see a lot of guys moving around. We're going to put them in the right situation to help us. Maybe if they have a weak lineman, whatever it may be, we may put our better guy on him. But you're always going to have Jude and Dedrick in the middle just because they're the most physical. They're the biggest guys that we have in those areas. And then Noah and Sarge are going to kind of just go wherever we need them. So, but they've done a really good job this year. And linebackers are thankful that they're doing their job and taking up double teams so they can make plays.
All right, Coach, we appreciate the visit. Thank you for it. We'll see you tonight at Wynne.
Appreciate it, Randy.
That's Coach Sean Cockrell. I'm Randy Myers. Our First National Bank pregame coverage of Blazer football continues after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
And we welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium here at Wynne, where we are now about a little less than 13 minutes away from kickoff for tonight's big conference clash between Valley View and Wynne. I'm Randy Myers in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. NEA Baptist providing you with health care for the next century. This stadium was completely dismantled just over 6 months ago when an F3 tornado tore through town. They have since rebuilt the stadium with brand new turf, lights, a brand new jumbo Videotron scoreboard, temporary bleachers, a temporary press box, and even porta potties that are in place. That means, of course, that it's a work in progress, as that aforementioned press box is not quite big enough to accommodate visiting media. However, we are working from just outside the bleachers tonight and have been very impressed with the accommodations that we've been provided thus far here tonight. So I do want to send a shout out of thanks to Chris Davis, who is the technology director here at Wynne High School, as well as athletic director Brian Maddox. Football is huge in this tradition-rich community here at Wynne, which boasts 3 state titles. And since that March 28th storm, rebuilding this stadium and program has been a rallying point for the people of Wynne. Our pregame coverage of Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout and back to check your offensive starters for the Blazers and Yellow Jackets after this on the EAB Sports Network.
And play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsport featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bono and JonesboroCycle.com.
Need top-notch farming and lawn gear? Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
Hey there, Northeast Arkansas. This is John Moore of Arkansas Superstore on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Here to tell you that we're flipping the script on car buying. Don't stand for bait and switch tactics. That's holding. We believe in transparency and trust. You deserve the car you want with a payment much lower than your rent. Arkansas Superstore is here to make sense of it all for you. Come over and find your dream ride. You're approved. When the banks say no, I say yes. Visit us today at 11580 Highway 49 North in Brooklyn or online at arkansassuperstore.com.
You raised your family here. Did every July 4th here. Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here. Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
We welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset. I'll be joined in just a bit by Tyson Lieblong. We're about 9 minutes away from kickoff here in Wynne as we take a look now at your offensive starters for this game between the Blazers and Yellow Jackets. And Valley View's offense, of course, didn't see too much of these guys last week in the blowout win against Forest City because most of the that game got out of hand so quickly, and most of those first quarter touchdowns were actually scored by the defense and the special teams. But nonetheless, two-time All-State quarterback Carson Turley will lead the Blazer spread offense attack. He's a 5'10", 167-pound senior. The starting running back will be either Zane Guthrie, a 5'9", 170-pound senior, or Anthony Feliz, a 5'8", 150-pound junior. leads the team in rushing thus far. The wide receivers will be T.J. Starks, a 6'1", 170-pound senior. Drew Gartman, a 6'3", 155-pound junior. Zaki Irvin, a 5'8", 165-pound senior. And Gavin Tice, a 5'7", 157-pound senior. The Blazers, for the third straight week, will be without the services of their leading receiver in terms of total yards, and that, of course, is Andrew Jones, who continues to nurse a sore hip and is week to week. The tackles up front for Valley View starts with the big guy, the biggest man on the offensive line. Daniel Cole checks in at 6'6", 302 pounds. He's a junior. He'll be joined at the other tackle spot by Caleb Lands, a 6'1", 289-pound senior. The guards are Houston Walker, a 6', 214-pound senior, and Gavin Achita, a 6'3", 339-pound senior. The center is Judd Miles. He's the baby of the bunch, only a sophomore, and he's a 5'11", 192-pound 10th grader. Wynn's offense working out of the split-back veer installed by new coach Clay Toddy. It's very similar to the flex bone that they ran before. A lot of similarities in terms of principle anyway. And it's led by All-State quarterback John Watson, a very efficient 6'1", 195-pound senior. He led the team in rushing last year with 846 yards. He's got 203 yards so far this year for the Yellow Jackets. The halfbacks are Dante Smith. He is a 5'11", 195-pound senior with 4.6 speed. And Cam Smith will man the other halfback spot, a 5'8", 195-pound junior. He is their leading rusher through the first 5 games of the season this year with 397 yards. The slot back is Braden Maddox. He's their leading receiver. He's a 6'1", 185-pound senior who also handles most of the kicking chores for the Yellow Jackets. The tackles are Daniel Boozer, a 6', 295-pound junior, and Will Booth, a 6'1", 315-pound senior. The center is Gage Rice, a 5'10", 215-pound sophomore. The guards are Wesley Fuller, a 5'11", 225-pound sophomore, and Abdul Fall, a 5'11", 226-pound junior. The split end is Siler Holbrook. He's a junior, and the tight end is 5'10", 195-pound sophomore Cooper Thompson. We'll step aside here for 1 minute and back with more pregame from Yellow Jacket Stadium after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
You know your child's heart, and at Arkansas Children's Heart Institute, we know how to care for it. Ranked again by U.S. News and World Report, our cardiology program continues to champion patients and produce exceptional outcomes for families. At Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic, we give your child the care they need close to home, whether it's a heart murmur or a congenital heart disease lesion. Our pediatric cardiology experts offer exceptional care. Visit archildrens.org/NEA to learn more today.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
We welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset along with Tyson Lieblong from the Blazer News Network. We are now a little less than 5 minutes away from kickoff for Valley View and Wynne. Of course, Tyson Lieblong joining us from the Blazer News Network. We are streaming tonight on YouTube as well as the EAB Media Group app. And Tyson, last year these two teams had to go overtime before the Blazers pulled out a 1-point 21-20 victory.
Yes, sir. That was a great home conference matchup there at Central Dealership Stadium. You know, the Blazers trailed for a while in that third quarter, then able to put together a scoring drive, then both teams able to go down and score, but Brody Dix ended up missing a field goal right before the end of regulation, but then a great overtime battle between the two teams. Wynne actually missed the extra point, and Brody Dix went from, like you said, someone to the hero, actually making the extra point and giving the Blazers the 21-20 win in overtime.
Yeah, Brody went from GOAT to hero in the span of about 5 minutes left in a game that just had a really unusual finish. Both teams had opportunities to put that game away in regulation, but failed to capitalize, and it went into the overtime, and Valley View was able to get the score, and then the all-important crucial extra point from Brody Dix to avoid a second overtime, and the Blazers were able to come away with a 1-point 21-20 victory. As we look at the series here between the Blazers and Yellow Jackets, this will be the 10th meeting of Valley View and Wynne. Wynne leads it 7-2. Valley View's two victories came first one came back in 2019, which of course was a conference championship season for the Blazers. That was the year that the Blazers ran the tables on the 5A East, didn't lose a single conference game all year. They won that game by a 28-23 count, and then of course winning in overtime at Central Dealerships last year, 21-20. Valley View checks into this game with a 4-1 overall record. The Blazers are off to a 2-0 start in conference play. Wynne checks in at 2-3 overall, and the Yellow Jackets are 1-1 in conference play. They defeated Brooklyn in their league opener here 2 weeks ago, but lost at Southside last week. Coaches, Valley View is led by Sean Cockrell, who is in his 10th year at the helm of the Blazer program. Cockrell is 58-43 as he enters tonight's game with 3 conference championships to his credit. Clay Toddy, the former Rising coach, is in his first year here at Wynne. They are currently 2-3, and Coach Toddy, of course, coached for 25 years at Rising, where he had a impressive .786 winning percentage. He also won 2 state titles and had 1 state runner-up finish, as he had a dynasty down in his native South Arkansas. Looking at the rankings for this game, Valley View actually moved up 1 spot to number 4 in this week's Hootens.com 5A rankings, moving up from 5 to 4. Wynne checks in at number 14 in the Hootens poll. That is out of 33 teams that participate in 5A football in the state of Arkansas. And Valley View is the odds-on favorite by just about everyone to win here tonight. They are the picked by both Hooten Scorebook Live as well as Jonesboro Sun. Officials tonight will be Bobby Reagan, Denton McDonald, Scott Clayton, Jeremy Cook, Matt, and Sims. Valley View will be in their road uniforms tonight, which means they're wearing blue pants, white jerseys, and white helmets with blue and gold numbers and trim. Wynne will be in head-to-toe navy blue with gold and white numbers and trim. Tyson, did you notice who won the pregame coin toss?
I did not catch that one there. Sorry.
We'll find out momentarily. And we're just about set to get this one off and running here on a windy night in Wynne. We're feeling the full brunt of that wind because we're outside. No room for us in the temporary small press box here, but we'll make the best of it. Hopefully the wind won't be too much of a negative factor. Looks like Valley View is going to get the ball to start the game, and Drew Gartman will drop back along with T.J. Starks as deep men for the Blazers to receive the opening kick.
Number 4, Braden Maddox.
Braden Maddox will kick it away for the Yellow Jackets. They have it teed up at the 40-yard line with the wind at their back. Drew Gartman is on the left hash. T.J. Starks on the right hash at about the 10-yard line. Maddox puts foot in the ball, sends this one to Gartman. He'll grab it at the 12. He's across the 15, the 20, over the 25, and goes down right across the 30 at about the 33-yard line, it appears, and Valley View will start work from there on the left hash.
Yeah, they kicked it a little short there and ended up going to the right side of the field to Drew Gartman, and he was able to get to the 30-yard line. Decent starting field position to start this one off here tonight.
So the Blazers will move from left to right toward the north end zone. They will be going into a fairly stiff breeze, so that could affect their passing game. They're going to start at the 32 as Carson Turley leads his offense onto the field. Twin receivers off to the left, one to the right. That's Starks on the near side. Turley out of the gun with Anthony Feliz as his running back. We're starting from the pistol set. They'll hand it off to Feliz, and Feliz finds a bit of a hole to jump through, crosses the 35 and advances it up to about the 36-yard line. Be a pickup of about 3 yards, sets up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, good positive play there on first down for Anthony Feliz, able to find a hole between the tackles, get the Blazers positive play on first down.
Trips to the near side, one to the right. And Turley keeps it, runs left. He has the first down, one man to beat. He runs over him and finally gets caught at about the 46-yard line of Wynne. Move the chains for Valley View on a nice keeper right across the middle by QB1.
Yeah, great job there by Turley, getting outside and really breaking off for a nice run there.
Blazers will go tempo. Turley's going to keep it again, and this time he gets caught after crossing the 45, takes it to the 44, possibly the 43, depending on the spot. Ball will be at the 43 of Wynne. Ball is right in front of us. On the Yellow Jacket side of the field. Trips to the right, Dartman off to the left. Wynne crowd in the line of scrimmage. Throw it out right side for Starks. He gets a block and then gets caught after a short gain up to about the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and short for Valley View. Wynne closed that gap pretty quickly that time. Thought he was going to have a bigger play there for a moment.
Yeah, me too. Quick screen pass to the outside to Starks. Zaki got a block there for him, but just not able to find much on that one. Brings up 3rd down for the Blazers.
3rd and 4 from the Wynne 40. 2 receivers left and right. Gartman with Feliz on his left, or rather Turley with Feliz on his left hip out of the shotgun. Looks to the sideline, possibly changing the play. And he's looking to throw. Fires downfield. That ball too high for Zaki Irvin. It'll bring up 4th and short for Valley View.
Yeah, Turley just got a little too much on that one, just over the extended reach. Zaki Irvin. See what the Blazers do here on 4th and manageable.
Right now they're showing go unless they quick kick it. It'll be 4th and 4. Again, the ball spotted at the Wynne 40-yard line. They're going to go for it, it appears. 2 receivers left and right. Turley takes it, rolling left on play action. He's going to tuck and run, and he appears to have the 1st down before he runs out of bounds. I believe that'll move the chains for Valley View.
Yeah, smart play there by Turley. Kept the ball for a little bit, surveyed the field, and found a big hole there out to the left and just able to get past the sticks to pick up a big 1st down here early for the Blazers.
Ball will be spotted at the Wynne 33 on the left hash. 7th play of the drive coming up unofficially with trips to the right, Gartman to the left. Give it off to Feliz. Feliz finds a bit of a hole to jump through and crosses the 39, advancing the ball to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of about 4 yards. Sets up 2nd and 6 for the View with the ball on the left hash.
Yeah, great 1st down run once again by Feliz. He's done a good job here early, getting the Blazers some good positive yards on 1st down.
Trips right, 1 single receiver to the left on 2nd and 6 from the 29 of Wynne. The give to Feliz. Feliz running left and succumbs to the numbers after a short pickup of 1, maybe 2. Our running back. The give to Guthrie. Guthrie running left and caught after a pickup of about 1, possibly 2. That'll be it.
Flag on the play.
There's apparently a marker down. And it looks like this will be a step off against Valley View for a hold. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty marked off from the spot of the foul. First penalty of the game.
Yeah, unfortunate right there for the Blazers. Just inside the red zone, but 1st down and long. See if the Blazers can get some more positive yards on 1st down, as they've been doing pretty well so far here tonight.
Step off is underway. And it'll move the ball back to the 27-yard line. So 2 receivers to the left and right with Turley out of the gun. I believe that's Guthrie on his right hip. Turley to throw, sets up, fires across the middle, finds Tice. He's immediately tackled right after the catch, which will be just shy of the 20-yard line.
Turley with a nice pass there to senior Gavin Tice on the quick out route, getting them a couple yards once again on 1st down.
Sets up 2nd and about 14 for Valley View. Again, Two receivers to each side. Guthrie will motion near side, now lines up on Turley's right hip. Turley rolling near side on play action. Looking back across the field. Fires, and that ball is a little too strong for Gartman. Looked like there might have been some possible interference there, but no flag, so it'll bring up 3rd and long for Valley View. 8:12 to play in the opening frame. So a big 3rd and 14 play coming up here for the Blazers. Turley sends trips to the right, Gartman to the left. Guthrie is the running back on his right hip. Turley's back to throw. Here comes pressure. He sidesteps it, but not able to avoid the second wave. He'll be sacked back near the 30-yard line. Numbers just caught up to Carson Turley that time.
Yeah, Wynne really brought a little bit of pressure there, and there Carson Turley held the ball for a little bit, and Wynne able to get through our offensive line and really get a good sack there for their defense on Turley.
4th and about 21 needed for Valley View now with the ball at the 30-yard line right between the hashes. 7:43 to play in the first frame. Starks and Urban are split wide to the right. Two receivers off to the left. I believe that's Gartman and Tyson. Wynne crowding the line of scrimmage. Turley's back to throw. Sets up, looking for Gartman. He runs under it, but couldn't hang on to it. Got his hands on the ball, but couldn't control it. And the Blazers will turn it over on downs at the Wynne 30.
Good ball there by Turley, but just out of the hands, and Gartman not able to come down with that one, but might as well go for it if you're the Blazers.
Oh, absolutely.
Just outside of field goal range, but not really doing anything, so Wynne will have the ball for the first time tonight.
So we'll see John Watson and the Wynne offense take the field. They will start from their own 30.
You know, Randy,
7:24 to play here in the first period.
You mentioned their offense kind of similar to Paragold's Flexbone offense, so really going to be surprised who gets the ball all through tonight.
Yeah, it'll be it's an offense that's based on misdirection and just trying to find the football will be a chore a lot of times. This will be a handoff to Smith, and he's caught at the line of scrimmage.
Great job there by the Blazer defense.
Actually, that was Christian Wren on the carry.
Great job there by the defense, getting and setting the edge there, not allowing for Wren to pick up any more than a yard there on first down.
Only a gain of 1 for Wren, 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets with 7:03 to play here in the first period. Watson goes under center, out of the split back veer. Wren drifts in motion to the right. They've got one receiver off to the near side. And again, I think that's Wren on the carry, and not much there at all. So Blazers gobble it up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much there, but I believe that was number 21, Cameron Smith, actually, who ran that one between the tackles.
So Smith picks up 1. It'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Wynne, rather. Ball just shy of the 30, right at the 32-yard line. So it's a definite passing situation for Wynne, something they're not all that comfortable doing, but they have proven they can pass it effectively at times. Watson's a talented passer when he needs to be. It's a misdirection play, and again, the Blazers are all over it. Throw them for a loss. We'll see what kind of forward progress they give them, but I believe that's going to go for a negative play against the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, great job there by the linebacker senior, Jet Bradshaw, really getting through that line of scrimmage and making a big 3rd down stop there for the Blazers.
Dedrick Bourne's also in the area providing insurance for the Blazer D, and Wynne's on the loss of 1 there, now facing 4th and about 10.5. A definite punting situation for Clay Toddy's Yellow Jackets. Braden Maddox is their punter. And I believe that's Starks back to return, and who jumped first?
I think it was Valley View. I think we jumped just on the far side of the field there.
Went with a hard snap count, apparently, so that's going to move it forward 5 yards. We'll see if that changes the decision for Wynne. They do like to go for it on 4th down quite a bit. I'm not sure that would do it still with the ball this deep on their side of the field, but 4th and 6 now is the call for Wynne, or the situation for Wynne. And Starks, who had dropped back for the return, has moved back up into a run support role, and now we'll see if they punt it or not. They've still got a deep man back there, and I think they are going to punt. They will kick it. It's a high, short kick. Goes up into the lights, and then it takes a good wind bounce and roll And the Blazers will, or rather the Yellow Jackets will down it at the Valley View 35-yard line.
At the Blazer 35.
Yeah, pretty good punt there by Maddox. Wasn't great in the air, but got a great bounce.
Yeah, it had a new life once it landed. So the Blazers will get it back at their own 35. No score as of yet. 4:58 remaining first period. We're glad you're with us tonight for Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network, as well as the Blazer News Network on YouTube. Turley will send Gartman off wide to the left. He's got Starks and Urban split to the near side. Out of the gun, the give. Actually, Turley shows it to Feliz, but keeps it after he faked the handoff and dives forward over the left side for about 2 yards.
Gain of 2.
Yeah, Turley fakes the handoff to Feliz, decides to keep it himself and run up the gut, getting a couple yards for Valley View on first down.
2nd and 8 for the Blazers from the
So a pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 from the 37. Valley View moving into the win toward the north end zone. Again, it's Urban and Stark to the right, Tice and Gartman off to the left. Turley out of the gun, gives it off to Feliz. Feliz gets met right at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard. That'll be about it.
29, Anthony Felix on the carry.
Yeah, Feliz has been good so far on early down runs, but that time Wynne was able to set the edge right there in the middle of the line of scrimmage, and they said not so fast, and we're going to stop you right at the line. Maybe good for 1 or 2 yards, but third down for the Blazers.
Third and about 7, 6.5 to 7. Ball just shy of the 40. Again, 2 receivers wide left and right. Yellow Jackets crowding the line of scrimmage. Throw it out right side for Starks. He'll make the catch. He's got the first down at midfield as he crosses the 50 and steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Move the chains once again for Valley View.
Yeah, great quick pass there from Turley to Starks, but great awareness by the senior receiver Starks. Knew exactly where he needed to get in order to pick up that first down near midfield for the Blazers.
1st and 10 for the Blazers.
So the ball will be at the, actually I thought it was going to be on our side of the 50. It's on their side, but it's on our side. Turley fakes the handoff, then dives forward across the 50 and gets to about the Wynne 47.
Number 1, Turley on the carry.
3:40 to play here in the fast-moving first period. No score as of yet.
2nd and 7.
Trips to the left. I believe we have Starks to the right for the View. Turley to throw, looking across the middle for Starks, and he couldn't hang on to it. And again, it looked like he might have been impeded with, but I don't see a flag.
Yeah, good ball, but I saw a little tug on the jersey there, and there is laundry on the field.
Okay, is there a flag?
There is.
All right, we'll see what that's about. Looked like it might have been pass interference. We'll see what they call here. Going to be a defensive holding, so that's for all intent and purpose the same thing. It'll give Valley View a first down and move the ball forward to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, you saw the little tug on the jersey there from the Wynne defensive back, but Stark still almost came down with that one, but Blazers first down.
2 receivers left and right. Turley out of the gun. Feliz on his left hip is the running back. Turley keeps it, looks for some running room, and advances it up to about the 35 before he's tackled. Actually, they'll spot it at the 36, so it's a gain of 1 and sets up 2nd and 9 for Valley View. 3 minutes remaining in the opening frame. Still looking for our first score of the night. Tyson Gartman to the left, Urban and Starks to the right for Valley View as the receiving corps. Turley again looking to throw. Sets up, looking for Urban. That one will go over his head, and there's a flag, and we'll see what we've got this time. I kind of think, again, that may be PI.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Wynne really brought the pressure there, but a great job by the senior quarterback Turley getting rid of that one in a hurry and in the area of a receiver. See what they say.
Still awaiting the call.
I think I might have seen the signal for pass interference, but I'm not completely sure. Let's see here.
This should be the official word right here, and that is indeed the case. So Sean Cockrell told me in our pregame conversation that he thought Wynne would have a tough time covering his receivers. You see an example of it right there as they're having to fudge a little bit, and it's catching up to him. So that penalty is going to move the ball forward to the 21-yard line. The Blazers are just outside of the red zone. 2 receivers left and right.
The Yellow Jacket 21.
Feliz gets the carry, and he gets met right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard if they're generous on the spot.
Felix on the carry.
Yeah, maybe a yard there, but a great play by the inside linebacker for Wynne, number 44, Cy Mars on the tackle there for the
Looks
Yellow
like
Jackets.
it'll be no gain, 2nd and 10 for Valley View from the 21-yard line. Trips to the right, Gartman off to the left. Turley shows it to Feliz, keeps it, and advances it across the 20 to about maybe the 18. There's a late flag at the end of the play, so we'll see what that's about.
Flag on the play.
Got the ball to about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line, and then just as the play was ending, there was a flag right in the middle of the scrum. $1:57 left in the first period. And a personal foul against Wynne. That should give Valley View 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Valley View. Should put them just inside the 5 or just outside the 5. So goal-to-go situation here late in the first for the Blazers.
1:57 left to play in the opening frame. Valley View for the second time tonight inside the red zone. Had to turn it over on downs on their first trip. So it's 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal for the Blazers.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Feliz is on the right hip of Turley, who's in the shotgun. He'll give it to Feliz. Feliz runs forward, still moving his feet, and looks like he's down around the 5, maybe inside the 5-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, great positive run once again for Feliz in this Blazer running game on first down. Really makes second and the later downs more manageable for this offense.
Looks like it's spotted right about the 5, the best I can tell, or just inside the 5. Feliz motions right. Turley keeps it, runs across the middle, and staggers into the end zone for the score. The Blazers are on the board off the 5-yard keeper by Carson Turley with 1:21 to play in the first period.
Yeah, great read there by Turley. Looked like he had the option to give that one to Feliz for outside run. Decided to keep it himself. Found a hole through the tackles into the end zone. Big score there for the Blazers with time about 1 minute and 20 seconds to go here in the first.
Awaiting the extra point kick for Brody Dix out of the hold of Caden Trevathan, the deep snap of Talon Caldwell. Kick is up, and it is good. The Blazers take the early lead at 7-0 with 1:21 to play in the first. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any 2 for only $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers along with Tyson Lieblong, where Valley View gets the first score of the night. The Blazers covered 65 yards in 9 plays unofficially, capped off by Carson Turley's 5-yard quarterback keeper. Brody Dix nailed the extra point kick, and the Blazers have the 7-0 lead here with 1:21 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, really good drive there by the Blazer offense. Some penalties really gave them most of the yardage there, especially once it got past midfield, but Brody Dix with the extra point into the win. And me and you, Randy, know more than anyone else just how important those can be in games like this.
No question about that. And I also felt it was important that Valley View grabbed the early lead here tonight. I had an opportunity to do so on that first drive, but ended up turning it over on downs after a penalty that set them back. And here's Dix's kickoff, gathered in at about the 6-yard line by Wynne. The return, I believe, by Siler Holbrook takes it up to about the 26-yard line, and the Yellow Jackets will set up camp for there. But if you can get up early on a team like Wynne, especially if you can get a couple of scores up on them, it takes them out of their comfort zone. They have to play at a faster pace than they would ordinarily like, because what they like to do is gobble up a lot of clock and limit your opportunities. And if you can get a substantial lead on them early, then they have to play at a much faster pace than they would like, because they really can't afford to go at a slower pace.
Yeah, really, they are a team that likes to take those slow, methodical drives down the field, but that'll really beat you, especially in a close game.
One back, the slot back will drift in motion to the near side. Watson under center, gives it off to the first man through, and he powers his way forward for a nice gain across the 30-yard line. That was Dante Smith on the carry, and he'll pick up about 6 yards on that carry for Wynne.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Great first down play there for Wynne out of the split back formation, and Dante Smith's able to find a hole in the Blazer defense and get some good yards on first down.
Ball to Yellow Jacket 32. Watson again under center. Back drifts in motion to the near side. Again, they give it all. Actually, Watson's going to keep that one, and he is met and thrown back. We'll see if they give him forward progress. If they do, I think it'll be no gain.
12, John Watson on the carry.
Yeah, good play there by the Blazer defense. I believe that was Jude Rapert and Brian Huff in on the stop.
And that's actually a loss back to the 30. So good job of discipline there by the Blazer defense. Staying home and riding that quarterback down.
Yeah, they fooled me on that one for sure. I definitely thought the running back had the ball in his hands, but I was wrong.
Watson's a very shifty quarterback, and that way he's very efficient. Now the Yellow Jackets are going to burn a timeout. Their first timeout of the game will send us to one as well. Actually, that's the end of the first period. I'm sorry. So we've got one quarter in the books with Valley View leading at 7-0. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Sold our house and we made a fortune.
No way. How'd you find out it was worth that much?
We used this awesome website, arhomevalue.com. It was a game changer. It's brought to you by Dustin White Realty. They know their stuff. Plus, arhomevalue.com is quick and easy to use.
Don't miss out on getting top dollar for your home. Go to arhomevalue.com today. Brought to you by Dustin White Realty. Top dollar for your home sale is just a click away. arhomevalue.com.
First quarter is already in the books as we welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium here in Cross County. Valley View leading Wynne 7-0 after one quarter of play. Wynne facing a 3rd and 7 from their own 30-yard line to begin the second period as they switch ends of the fields. And now the Yellow Jackets will be driving into the Wynne.
This would be a big stop if the Blazers could come up with a third down stop here, giving them an opportunity, like you said, to maybe get up multiple scores and really force that Wynne offense into their uncomfortable, having to play faster and maybe even air it out a few times.
Here come the Jackets to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback John Watson slides under center. Got one back drifting in motion to the near side. They'll pitch it out to the halfback, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be no gain, maybe a yard. I believe that was Sarge Davis who got there first.
Yeah, great play there by Sarge. Able to get past his man on the offensive line and get around the edge and making the ankle tackle. What a great stop there from the senior nose tackle, Sarge Davis.
Brings up 4th and 6 for Wynne. What's the impetus behind that nickname, Sarge? Because his real name is Jamarian. Do you know the story behind the nickname, Tyson?
Really, Randy, to be honest, I don't want to start anything, but I really have no idea.
Okay. I'll have to look into that, but that may be a story that's probably better left off the air. I'm not sure, but Sarge making a big play right there for sure for the Blazers as Wynne now faces 4th and 6 from their own 30-yard line. Maddox is in punt formation, and he will kick it away. Nobody back to return for the View, and it'll take a Blazer bounce. Wynne will jump on it right about the 45 or the 46-yard line, so Valley View will get the ball back here in pretty good field position. This time they're going to have the wind at their back.
Yeah, great field position to start this, I guess you'd say, third drive of the game for the Blazers. You know, that punt took more of a Valley View bounce compared to the last one that we saw from Maddox.
First attempt for Valley View from the Valley View 45.
11:16 to play in the half. The Blazers will start off the right hash at their own 46-yard line. Turley will send 3 receivers to the near side. And 2 to the right. It's an empty backfield for Valley View. Feliz drifting in motion to the right. Pass is fired to the right side. Was that a catch? I believe it was. And Zaki Urban hauls it in for Valley View.
Yeah, great grab there on the far side of the field by senior Zaki Irvin, getting the Blazers about 6 or 7 on first down.
That'll set up a 2nd and 3 for Valley View from the Wynne 47.
2nd down and 3.
Chip receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Feliz on Turley's left hip in the backfield. Now throw it out left side for Zaki Irvin. Irvin trying to get to the outside, and he's got the first down, I believe, off the second effort before he got pushed out of bounds. And that should move the chains once again for Valley View off the completion to Zaki.
Another great play there by Zaki, just a quick pass, then got the blockers in front of him, Gavin Tyson, Drew Gartman. Really made a great play there by opening that up for Zaki, and he's able to get 10 to 15 yards on that one, giving the Blazers a first down.
Ball will be at the Wynne 36. 2 receivers left and right. Turley takes the snap. He's going to keep it, runs across the middle, and gets caught right near the 30-yard line.
Carson Turley on the carry.
Brings up 2nd and 4 for Valley View.
Gain of 6 yards.
Like I've said a lot of times tonight, the Blazers have done a great job on first down, getting a good amount of yards, making 2nd down more manageable. You really haven't seen that many 3rd and long opportunities so far from the Blazers, which is good.
Gartman, the lone receiver to the left, 3 wides to the right. Turley throws it out right side for Gavin Tice. Tice gets a block and finally gets caught from behind, but it'll be enough once again to pick up a first down for Valley View.
Yeah, we've done those quick screens out to the receivers a few times tonight, and they seem to be working pretty good so far.
Looks like the yard line here will be the 21, I believe. It's a little bit difficult to tell because these temporary bleachers are not as high, so it's kind of hard to see the yard marker, but I believe we're at the 21. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Turley out of the gun with Feliz on his right hip. And he's going to throw it out right side. Got a receiver on the sideline, and that's going to be close to first down yardage. It may be. I believe that was Starks reining that one in over on the far sideline.
Yeah, Turley with a good play action pass there to Starks, and Starks able to make a move on his defender and pick up, once again, another first down for the Blazers.
So the ball is spotted at the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal for Valley View.
It looks like Turley's running off the field. In comes the jumbo package, and Gartman's going to take the snap at quarterback.
So Turley will get a breather at least for one play here on the sideline. The Blazers go jumbo with Gartman in as quarterback, working out of the gun. Power side left. Gartman's going to keep it. Runs left, runs across the middle, and advances it inside the 10. We'll see how much positive gain they give him. Looks like it'll be 1 yard.
Yeah, really not much there on the jumbo set for the Blazers, but looks like offensive coordinator Marty Riley is going to leave the jumbo package in at least for another play here in the red zone.
Gartman remains in at quarterback on 2nd and goal from the 9. Ball is between the hashes. Gartman keeps it, running left, looking for the angle. He's across the 5, or right at the 5 before he got tripped up. Wynne did a pretty nice job of closing the gap there because it looked like Gartman was going to have a bit of a bigger play. But they'll stop him at the 5. It's 3rd and goal from there for the View.
Yeah, great burst of speed shown on the backside for that Wynne defense. Really able to cut off Gartman's angle there, so big 3rd down and goal here for the Blazers.
Ball will be on the left hash. 8:17 to play in the half. Valley View leads at 7-0. Blazers facing a 3rd and goal from the Wynne 5-yard line. And it looks like Valley View is going to take a timeout here, I would assume, because the snap clock's about to expire, and there's the whistle. So the Blazers will burn a timeout. We'll take it with them. 8:01 to play in the half. Valley View's up 7-0. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
In its 4th generation today, Glensane's history of quality sales, service, and strong personal relationships that have kept our customers and their families coming back for over 69 years.
From my grandpa to my dad to us, service after the sale is a big deal. Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
8 minutes, 1 second left to play in the first half. Valley View looking to go up 2 scores here. The Blazers facing 3rd and goal from the Wynne 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the Blazer offense. That is their first timeout of the game.
Interested to see what they've drawn up here for this 3rd down play in the timeout. Looks like they do decide to leave the jumbo package on the field.
But Turley is coming back in. after sitting out the last 2 plays with Gartman taking the snap. So QB1, Carson Turley will go back under center this time. Guthrie is the power set running back out of the jumbo package, power side left. Turley gives it to Guthrie. Guthrie running right, and looks like he stopped shy of the end zone.
Yeah, just shy, just inside the 1, I think. And I'd imagine you'd have to go for this if you're the Blazers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 1.
Goal for the Blazers from the 1.
Turley remains in at quarterback. Guthrie is again the power running back. Jumbo package, power side left. Turley gives it to Guthrie, who dives, and Wynne thinks they've stopped him.
I think they're right.
Valley View says they've got a touchdown, but nobody in a striped shirt has raised their hand, so Wynne apparently will get the takeover on downs at their own goal line.
Yeah, Guthrie tried to go up over the top, but looks like Wynne won the battle there at the line of scrimmage. Just able to keep him out of the end zone, but here, if you're the Blazer defense, you really need to have some good discipline when you have a big opportunity like this for a safety.
So Wynne will start from their own 1-yard line. Their backfield is in the end zone. Running play to the near side. Blazers grab them at the line of scrimmage and push them back. Looks like maybe a gain of 1. We'll see what kind of spot they give them. Looks like probably more like no gain.
No gain.
Great stop there by the Blazers set of linebackers there, Jet Bradshaw, and the defensive end there. Just not giving them anything once again to work with, and I believe their backfield should still be in the end zone.
Yeah, should be. Ball did not advance any at all. They'll start from the 1. 2nd and 10 from there. Quarterback John Watson hands it off over the left side. That time they'll push it out a little bit for 1 or 2 yards, it appears, over the left side. Give him a bit more breathing room.
Couple yards there by the running back, giving them about 1 or 2. A little bit more space to work with, but really not much if you're the Wynne offense.
I think they just got about a yard there. So it's 3rd and 9 for Wynne from the 2-yard line. 6:10 to play in the first half. Valley View leads 7-0. Watson under center. Maddox motions left. That's a running play that gets snuffed out near the line of scrimmage once again.
I believe it might have been for a loss. That was very close to being a safety, but I think you just got out of the end zone.
Yep. Looks like no gain, and Wynne's going to have to punt it away out of the back of their end zone.
See if the Blazers go all in for the block here. You know, they had a couple blocks when I did the game at Paragould on punts.
Had a block punt last week as well against Forest City. It's 2 straight weeks in which Jade Taylor has blocked a punt. We'll see if he can come up with this will be an opportune time to get a 3rd one right here, with Braden Maddox having to punt out of the back of his own end zone. And the Blazers jumped. So that's going to give them a free 5 yards and give them a little more breathing room. The Blazers are going on that hard snap count apparently, and Starks is back to return for Valley View.
Yeah, I think that's twice tonight that Wynne decided to go with the hard snap count, and they're on 4th down, and it's paid off for them so far.
Well, it gives them some more room to work with here. At least they won't have to. They're probably still going to be punting out of their end zone, but maybe not. Certainly not as deep. 4th and 5 from the 5-yard line. Maddox this time will be standing about a yard or 2 deep in the end zone. Gets the kick away. It's another high, short kick way up in the lights. Comes down, bounces high, and Wynne will down it at about the 34-yard line. So Valley View will have good field position to get the ball back with 4:42 to play in the first half. The Blazers have had the ball 3 times. They've been in the red zone all 3 times, but so far they only have 1 score to account for.
Yeah, just got stopped short on the last drive there. Just outside of the goal line, but see if the Blazers, how they respond here with just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half.
So the Blazers will start off the left hash from the Wynne 34. Turley with 2 wides to each side. Feliz is the running back. He's on Turley's right hip, and Turley is going to keep it, running right, and this time he'll be met and thrown back. That'll be a loss of yardage, probably of about 3 yards, depending on the spot.
Yeah, great play there on the edge by number 10, Dante Smith. Really was able to set the edge and get a hold of Turley, and big loss for the Blazers on first down.
It's a loss of 4 back to the 39, and Wynne was laying in wait for Carson Turley that time. 2 receivers left and right. Turley to throw. Sets up. Looking for Gartman. That ball is incomplete. Couldn't quite rein it in. Good defensive coverage there in the secondary for the Yellow Jackets by Braden Maddox.
Wynne brought the pressure once again, but Anthony Felice with some good pass protection there, able to pick up that block and give Turley a chance to get that one down the field to Gartman, but just not able to come down with that one.
So it's 3rd and 14 from the Wynne 39. 2 receivers to the left. Turley empty in the backfield at the moment, and he's back to throw. Sets up, looking across the middle. That ball is intercepted. Wynne will get the pick at the 5-yard line.
Number 3, Siler Holbrook.
Turley aired out the deep ball, and unfortunately just the backside of that Wynne defense was there waiting for it, and he won the battle versus TJ Stark, so Wynne will have the ball once again deep inside their own territory.
Siler Holbrook, the defensive back, with the INT for Wynne. And the Yellow Jackets get it back right where they gave it up the last time at the 5-yard line. John Watson goes under center. He'll have Maddox drifting in motion to the near side. Running play out over the right side. Finds a little bit, but not. Actually, look after the spot. That's going to be no gain, I think.
Yeah, another great play there by Sarge Davis, able to get through that line of scrimmage and really set the edge there on the run game.
Dante Smith was the ball carrier for Wynne. Jackets facing 2nd and 10 now from their own 5. This has been a defensive battle so far. Valley View has moved the ball, but so far they only have 1 touchdown to show for it. 2nd and 10 for the Jackets. Again, Maddox drifting in motion. It's a running play that, again, Valley View gobbles up at the line of scrimmage and throws him back. We'll see if that'll be a spot for a loss of yardage of about 1 yard. And now it's 3rd and 11 for Wynne.
Great play once again there by the senior Sarge Davis, getting into the backfield and disrupting that very good run game of Wynne.
3rd and 11 from the 4-yard line. Inside 3 minutes to play in the first half.
3rd and 12 for the Yellow Jackets.
You know, Randy, you'd think this would be a definite passing situation for most teams, but I'm not sure if Wynne won't put it on the ground once again.
I kind of tend to agree with you here with it being this deep in their end of the field. It is a running play, and they try to get to the outside. Once again, the Valley View secondary with good lateral pursuit to the football, shut off the corner, and it's no gain for a gain back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be a pickup of 1, and the Jackets facing a 4th down and 10. Once again, they'll have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, real good play there from our defense, especially like almost all this second quarter, just staying disciplined, able to find the guy with the ball and bring him down, not allowing much of the run game at all so far in the second quarter.
Jackets will punt from the 10. I assume they're going to punt here anyway. Ball is at the 5-yard line, 4th and 10. Right now, Valley View's got nobody back for the return. Maddox about 3 yards deep in his end zone. Low snap. That may have been partially blocked.
And I believe it was.
And it'll go out of bounds, and Valley View had an opportunity to grab that ball, but it was kind of misplayed over there, and it goes out of bounds. So that's a fortunate break for Wynne. Valley View will still have very good field position here, and they've got 1 minute and 52 seconds left to work with. Looks like the ball will be spotted about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of the bobble on the snap from the punter Maddox. And Randy, I'm not making this up, but I think that might have been Sarge Davis or Jude Raper, one of the nose tackles who got a hand on that one.
So the Blazers will start from the 13. 1:52 to play. It's first down from there for Valley View with trips to the right. Gartman goes lonesome left for Valley View. Turley pitches it out to Feliz. Feliz looking for the edge. He's at the 5. He bulls his way forward and stopped just shy of the pylon. It should be first and goal from the 1 for Valley View.
Yeah, great outside pitch there to Feliz. He was able to really get around that edge in a hurry, and he was gone just to the 1-yard line. Big opportunity here for the Blazers to get this one to 2 scores before half.
1:30 to play in the half. Valley View trying to go up 2 scores. 2 receivers to the right. That's Urban and Starks. Gartman is split wide left as the lone setback, or the lone receiver. Turley out of the gun, gives it to Feliz, and Feliz is into the end zone for the 1-yard plunge.
Yep,
and the Blazers have their second score of the night.
Great run there by Feliz. Decided to go outside once again. Actually dove on top of one of his big guys up front, but able to still get into the end zone. And that's a big, if you're the Blazers, going up 2 scores before halftime, really making Wynne what we've said all night, more uncomfortable in their run-heavy offense.
So Brody Dix on to attempt the extra point kick out of the hold of Caden Trevathan. Snap, kick in the air, and good. Just inside the left upright. The Blazers take a 2-touchdown lead. It's 14-0 with 1:12 to play in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
1:12 to play in the half. Valley View just put its second score on the board. The Blazers are up 14-0 here at Wynne as we now await the Brody Dix kickoff from the 40-yard line. Wynne's deep man is standing at the 5-yard line. They've also got a return man back on the right hash at the 10. Dix sends it deep. It'll be gathered in at the 6 by Smith, I believe, and he is met by Dax Webb and stonewalled right at the 32-yard line. I mean, Dax Webb met him head on and said, "Hello, young man."
Yeah, he had a full head of steam. Great coverage there by the Blazers, not allowing anything too explosive right before halftime.
That was actually Christian Wren on the return for Wynne. And the Jackets will start at the 31 with 1:04 left to work with. So we'll see if Wynne will go to the air here. They're down 2 scores, and they've got just over a minute to cover about 70 yards.
See if they even try
to
make
a late substitution here. And this will be a running play across the middle that the Blazers stop for a short gain up near the 34-yard line.
Smith on the carry.
That was Dante Smith on the carry. Sets up a 2nd and 7 for the Jackets with inside a minute to play in the half. One receiver to the left. And he jumped off sides, I do believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. False start there by Wynne. Should back him up 5 yards.
So that will indeed be the case.
5 yards against the Yellow Jackets.
Pretty near a full house here tonight at Yellow Jacket Stadium.
Yeah, always been a good crowd the past 2 years in this rivalry, you call it. But, Randy, I believe that they haven't even thrown the ball once tonight.
No, I don't think so. Well, this sets up a definite passing situation on 2nd and 12 after that penalty. With 33 seconds left in the half. Watson is back to throw. He's going to air it out, looking right side, but threw that ball behind the intended receiver, and that really wasn't even close. It'll bring up a 3rd down now for Wynne as the clock pauses with 27 seconds left in the half. I believe the intended receiver there was Elijah Havner.
Yeah, I think you're right. I kind of put the jinx on there. They decided to air it out. You know, he really had his man beat, but that pass just off target. Maybe that's why they haven't passed it so far tonight.
29 is the line of scrimmage. 27 seconds remain in the half. It's 3rd and 12 for Wynne. Double tight ends. Wynne drifts in motion. They'll pitch it out to him over the left side. Wynne trying to get to the corner but not able to surpass it. He got a little bit of positive yardage there, but still well shy of the first down. That's going to be 4th down for Wynne. And that was probably the last snap of the half, unless somebody calls a timeout.
Yeah, I'd be real surprised if they ran a play, and looks like they're not going to.
So that will end the first half. 2 quarters in the books. The Blazers have a 14-0 lead at the break. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout. And, well, hang on. Do we have a time? I thought he said timeout, but no, that's the end. That's the end of the half. Well, they keep saying there's a timeout, so let's hold everything. I thought that was the end of the half. There's no time left on the clock. I'm not really sure why they would have called a timeout there, but apparently that is the case. So there's 1 second left on the clock. We'll hold it here. Wynne did get a timeout apparently.
Interested to see what they draw up here with 1 second left. Only passing it once so far, but
you got to figure the Blazers are going to be very much in a prevent defense here. The ball will be at the 35-yard line. It's 4th and 7 from there for Wynne, with 1 second left to play in the half. Blazers leading 14-0. Here come the Jackets to the line of scrimmage. Out of the split back veer, pitch it out to the tailback, running left, and he is driven out of bounds. And barring a penalty, that should end the half, and that appears that it will.
Late flag.
Oh, there is a late flag. So hold on, we're not done yet. This first half may never end.
No kidding. Looked like a little bit of a chatter there on the Wynne sideline, so we'll see.
So we'll see what we've got. The Blazers are assuming that that penalty was against Wynne because they're already walking to the other end of the field where they will get. I'll see what we got. So it was a personal foul against the Blazers. Is that what you understood there?
Yeah, that's what I understood in sportsmanlike conduct, and he said that will be assessed on the opening kickoff of the second half.
Okay, so all right, we finally got the first half in the books now. And Valley View leads it 14-0 with 2 quarters complete, as we will step aside for a 3-minute timeout, and we will return with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Mom, I can't get my homework to upload.
Dad, my video game is froze again.
Babe, is our internet down again? I'm missing the big game.
Honey, I'm trying to make this online payment, but it just keeps buffering.
Get your life up to speed with high-speed internet from Empower Broadband. Empower's reliable service brings high-speed internet to even the most remote areas of Northeast Arkansas. With Empower Broadband, you can stream your favorite movies, video chat with loved ones, work from home without interruptions, and so much more. Empower Broadband. Life up to speed. For more info, visit empowerbroadband.com. GateWayTire.com.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Having trouble getting the trailer you need? Silverline Trailers, the largest trailer retailer in the USA, has the perfect solution for you. Guaranteed approval. No credit check required. Get the quality trailer you need at a price you can afford. With over 3,500 trailers available and more coming in daily, we'll find the perfect trailer for you. And at Silverline, we're always looking to hire good people. Visit our website, silverlinetrailer.com, for a location near you. You can stop by our Jonesboro location today at 3711 Stadium Boulevard or call 870-203-0000. Silverline Trailers, your trusted trailer retailer.
We welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium here in Wynne, where Valley View leads it at the break by a 14-0 count against the Wynne Yellow Jackets in this rematch of last year's reigning 5A East Conference co-champions. Our halftime is presented by Kavanaugh Auto Group. Check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. And tune in later tonight to the Ticket Radio Network for the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard Show presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. Will Oswalt will have a full recap of everything going on across the Natural State as well as right here in Northeast Arkansas, of course. So at the break, Valley View with a 14-0 lead. And Tyson, the Blazers, I think Sean Cockrell is probably pretty pleased to be up 2 scores, although he probably is also thinking we ought to have at least 3, maybe 4 scores on the board.
Yeah, the Blazers did a decent job converting in the red zone off of their opportunities so far, but really the defense has played great. If you're Sean Cockrell, you're pleased with their discipline, really doing a good job of finding the ball in the backfield and just not allowing any explosive plays so far tonight.
2 scores on the board in that first period as we recap the first half. Valley View took the opening kickoff and drove down inside the Wynne red zone. Then they got hit with a penalty that moved the ball back at just outside of the red zone. The Blazers kind of playing from behind the chains there and ended up turning the ball over on downs. They forced Wynne to punt and got the ball back. Then on their second possession, drove 65 yards in 9 plays, capped off by Carson Turley's 5-yard keeper with 1:21 to play in the opening period. Brody Dix hit the extra point kick, and the Blazers had their first lead of the night at 7-0. They would add on to that score late in the second period with 1:12 to play before the half ended on a 1-yard run by Anthony Feliz. That was set up on a short field after a bad Wynne punt. The Blazers had to only cover 13 yards. They needed only 2 plays to do it. It was capped off by a 1-yard run by Anthony Feliz. Brody Dix again with the extra point kick, and the Blazers have a 14-0 advantage here after 2 quarters of play. We'll pause for 3 minutes and back with more information from halftime here in Wynne as Valley View leads at 14-0 on the EAB Sports Network.
With more air conditioning. AC issues in the summer interrupt your life in more ways than one. We're here to help. When you need your air conditioning repaired, you need it fast. Get more assurance with the Moore same-day guarantee. We'll send a licensed, trained, and background check technician to your home the same day you call, or you don't pay a service fee. That's the Moore Assurance Guarantee, creating comfort one home at a time. 870-336-2023.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better with custom wheels, leveling kits, and the area's best selection of light truck tires, ATs, mud tires, and RTs up to 35s and bigger. Plaza Tire Service has the tires you want in stock today, and we'll help you select a great combination that gets your truck exactly the way you want it. In Jonesboro and South Caraway, and now at our newest location on East Johnson Avenue. The biggest selection, the best service, and the lowest prices on light truck tires are at Plaza Tire Service.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
Ship anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding, they come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
We're back at Yellow Jacket Stadium in Wynne as we welcome you back into our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report with the Blazers leading the Yellow Jackets 14-0 after 2 quarters of play, and a lot of games going on across the 3 other games going on, of course, across the 5A East Conference tonight and Northeast Arkansas. And Tyson, you have a few scores to pass along?
Yeah, I do. Southside's beating Brooklyn 14-0 at halftime.
I think I've got an update. I think it's now 24-0 at halftime there.
Oh, wow.
So
Rivercrest is beating Westside 19-0 at halftime. And Benton is off to a hot start, 35-0 versus Greene County Tech at halftime.
Looks like Nettleton is also up on Paragould at the half. That game's a lot closer than I anticipated. It's only 14-8, so Nettleton having some struggles at Paragould tonight, and no score yet available on the Batesville-Forest City game. That game is at Forest City. Elsewhere across Northeast Arkansas tonight, Jonesboro is at home against Fort Smith Northside. Truman is at home tonight against Gosnell. Harrisburg is on the road to Pocahontas. Blytheville is at home this evening against Highland. Cave City is at Lone Oak. West Memphis making the long trek to El Dorado for a 6A East Conference battle. Marion is at home tonight against Searcy, also in the 6A East. And as Tyson mentioned, Greene County Tech at home tonight against Benton, with Benton up big at halftime. Manila is at Barton this evening for a non-conference game for the Lions of Coach Ben Fisher. Osceola is hosting Palestine Wheatley tonight. Walnut Ridge is at home against Piggott in 3A football. Also in Class 3A, Newport playing host to Atkins tonight. Mark Tree in AA ball playing host to Desark. That's a big game. Mark Tree undefeated at 4-0. Desark coming in at 4-1. So a big matchup down in Poinsett County tonight. Another game involving at least one team from Poinsett County, as EPC is in Cherry Valley tonight to battle Cross County. Earl is at home tonight against Mariana down in AA ball. And in 8-man ball, 3 games on tap locally. Corning is visiting Mountain View this evening. Rector is at home against Brinkley this evening. And Cedar Ridge making the trek to Marshall. So here in Wynne, it's halftime with Valley View enjoying a 2-touchdown lead at the break. It's 14-0. Still a lot of football left to be played. And we'll step aside here for 3 minutes. Back with more of our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime after this on the EAB Sports Network.
replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner. With GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
Join the Squirrel Squad and join the fun. Teach your children the importance of savings by opening a youth savings account at First Community Bank. There's no minimum to open an account and no monthly service fee. Interest is paid quarterly at the current youth savings rate. Members will receive a membership kit when they sign up. Each member that saves over $100 will receive a free Squirrel Squad t-shirt. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. Checking accounts without activity may be charged dormant account fees. Rates subject to change.
Central Toyota has your vehicle and your back. And call Central Toyota today to schedule your service appointment. Don't put off tomorrow what can be done today. Central Toyota Service Department is even open on Saturdays. Whether you need an oil change, a tire rotation, wheel alignment, brake service, battery inspection, or engine repair, you can count on the service team at Central Toyota. Next time your vehicle needs maintenance, remember Central Toyota. Schedule your service needs today on Stadium in Jonesboro and online at centraltoyota.com.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp Document Systems dealer in Jonesboro.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp Document System dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro, 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them.
Happy winging from Wings to Go. Continue your post-win celebration in a space you can be proud of with Barton's and Home Outlet. Locally owned and operated in Jonesboro, Arkansas since 1885, we're not just a building materials store, we're a part of your hometown spirit. Our teams are your neighbors, cheering next to you in the stands and supporting you in our stores. From accurate and timely kitchen, bath, floor, and door estimates to final product selection, we'll make your dream space a reality. Visit our teams at Barton's and Home Outlet for your home remodel today.
Back here at Yellow Jacket Stadium in Wynne, halftime starting to wind down. Valley View leading at 14-0 after 2 quarters of play as we welcome you back into our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Again, Valley View putting 2 scores on the board in the first quarter. The first one coming on the Blazers' second possession, a 5-yard run by Carson Turley with 1:21 to play in the first period. And the other score came late in the second period on a 1-yard run by Anthony Feliz with 1:12 left to play in the half. Brody Dix, of course, knocking through both of the extra point kicks, and Valley View leads at 14-0 at the break. And really, that you touched on this a little bit earlier, Tyson, but the Blazer defense has pretty much shut Wynne down tonight. I think I only recall them even picking up, what they get, 2 first downs in that first half, I think?
Yes, sir, I think you're right, and really just a great job by, we've won the battle so far up front tonight, especially on the defensive side of the ball, not allowing them to get to the outside and where they're so good, runners in space. Just defense has done a real good job with discipline and everything in the run game tonight.
Got a lot of people who are helping us out tonight, including some folks working behind the scenes, including our network engineer and producer back at the KBTM studios, David Wofford. Also, we're streaming live, of course, on the Blazer News Network on YouTube, as well as the EAB Media Group app. And Tyson, who have we got working behind the scenes on that end tonight?
Tonight, the crew for Blazer News Network is going to be field camera, Carter Zipful, and the 2 cameras, Sam Dixon, Mason Mink, and the director, Aiden Rector, and crew chief, as always, best in the business, Taylor Settlemeyer.
We appreciate those folks helping us out tonight as well on the streaming end. As we mentioned earlier in the pregame, also want to thank a couple of folks here at Wynne who have been big helps to us in getting set up tonight, including athletic director Brian Maddox, but especially the technology director here at Wynne High School, Chris Davis. He has been a huge help to us, and we're very grateful and appreciative of his help. We've got time for another timeout. We'll pause for 3 minutes and see where we're at on the halftime clock, if they add more time or not yet sure if they're going to do that, but we'll go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout here at the halftime break with Valley View leading 14-0. You're listening to Blazer Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Hey, you, money! Now that I have your attention, Play It Again Sports in Jonesboro wants to buy your used sports equipment. You heard me right. If you have something that's either outgrown or no longer being used, bring it to Play It Again Sports now. They're looking for youth and adult baseball and softball equipment, golf, weights and workout equipment, disc golf, you name it, Play It Again Sports can turn it into cash for you. Go by Play It Again Sports at the corner of Highland and Caraway in Jonesboro.
Have you been struggling to find the right in-home care for your loved one? Well, look no further than Cornerstone Caregiving in Jonesboro. Their trusted staff can't wait to meet your loved one. They want to know what cereal they prefer, what music they listen to, what makes them feel most like themselves. They're proud to offer a thoughtful arrangement of services that promise compassionate care for you or your loved one. For more information, visit cornerstonecaregiving.com/Jonesboro. Cornerstone Caregiving, where compassionate care meets you right where you are.
Build an exciting career that you can be proud of at Atlas Tube. The steel products we make can be found everywhere. Work in a technologically advanced, safe environment. Team up with the best and brightest people in the industry. Learn on the job and through our continuing education programs. And best of all, get rewarded for being a great teammate. At Atlas Tube, the sky's the limit. We're now hiring electricians, PLC specialists, millwrights, and more. See the full list of openings and learn more by visiting atlastube.com/team. That's ATLASTUBE.com/team.
When a clinic sends a referral for your specialty services, you have a choice. The decision of where you receive care is yours. You can choose the only facility in Eastern Arkansas to receive an A rating in patient safety by Leapfrog, delivering world-class care and an unmatched safety protocol. You have a choice in your healthcare provider. Choose NEA Baptist, where safety isn't a goal, it's a promise.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people, this is home. Apply online at fnbank.net/mortgage. From our family to yours, welcome home. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle? Get it checked. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to KavanaughCars.com.
Randy Myers along with Tyson Lieblong back under the headsets here at Yellow Jacket Stadium. So we welcome you back into our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report with Valley View leading Wynne 14-0 at the break. We saw Coach Lane Campbell during that last commercial break there, and that reminds me that we're just over a month away from the start of basketball season at Valley View. In fact, his boys team will open the season on November 14th at Riverside, and a game that I'm unofficially referring to as the Campbell Classic, with Lane coaching the Blazers and veteran coach Buster Campbell, his uncle, on the other side at Riverside. That promises to be an interesting matchup, Tyson.
Yeah, I'd really like to see that one. Two Campbells going at it. You know, they have a lot of respect for each other, but I'm sure they're going to be fierce competitors in that one.
I have no doubt. And, of course, the Lady Blazers will open their season 2 nights later, I believe, on the 16th with a road game at Newport. So basketball season drawing quickly, and toward that end, Inferno night is also approaching very quickly. It's actually less than a month away now.
Yeah, always good to get to see a preview of all teams from 7th grade and up. And, you know, it's going to be in Blazer Arena, so really a first look at the basketball team on the new floor, which sadly the old floor was ruined due to a leak on Christmas break. So they had to play most of their games in the junior high gym, and really want to give a huge shout out to the fans. They really made that a great atmosphere night in and night out.
They did, but I am looking forward to getting back into the arena because there were a lot of technological nightmare issues that came in the old gym, and hopefully we can. I'm just looking forward to getting back into the arena, and I've seen that new floor. Man, it is really sharp. That huge new logo painted across the middle of the floor, and I think if you haven't seen that, you're going to be very impressed when you get a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. We really did a great job on that design. I think that was Matt Snyder who actually helped out on that, the assistant girls coach, and I think they did a great job with that. And the arena, one of the best places to play in Northeast Arkansas, definitely if you're a basketball team.
Looking forward to seeing both teams in action here in just over a month. As we mentioned, the boys will open on the road at Riverside on November 14th, and the girls will open at Newport. I think that boys game is on a Tuesday night, and the girls will play on Thursday night at Newport. And, of course, we'll have both of those games for you, at least on the radio side of the EAB Sports Network. Still not sure yet if either of those games will be streamed since they're road games. We'll just have to wait and see on that. But we will have the radio coverage for you on KBTM and the EAB Sports Network for sure for both games. We are winding down with halftime. I think we've got time for a 1-minute timeout, so we'll go ahead and step aside for 60 seconds and back to hopefully start the second half not long after we return. Again, Valley View leads it at the break. It's 14-0 here at half. We'll return in 1 minute on the EAB Sports Network.
Tyson Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athletes for over 40 years, and now they have 2 locations with JOSM on Main and the all-new JOSM on Matthews. Inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center with non-operative providers Dr. J.T. Fisher and the newest addition to the staff, Dr. Morgan Benefield. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Just about set to begin the second half as we welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium in Wynne. Valley View's going to have to kick off here from the 25 as Wynne will get the football to start the second half. Valley View, of course, got that penalty on the last play of the half that will be assessed against the Blazers, and they're on the field ready to kick it off. Wynne is still huddled in the end zone behind them. So,
yeah, interested to see here how Wynne comes out of halftime, if they change their offensive approach. You know, we talked about really the Blazers getting up 2 or 3 scores, just multiple scores, making Wynne a little more uncomfortable. But even when we were up 2 scores, they really didn't air it out that much. So interested to see how Wynne responds here coming out of halftime.
Well, it'll be interesting to see that indeed, and especially to see if the Yellow Jackets made any offensive adjustments, because they were pretty much shut down by Valley View in that first half. As Dix puts foot in the ball, he'll drive Christian Wren back. He fumbles it, gets it back, grabs it at the 16-yard line, and now return is fumbled. The ball is up for grabs. There's a scramble for it. I think Wynne got back on it, but we'll see. As he fumbled that ball twice, he mishandled it trying to field it and then fumbled again as he was being tackled, but I think Wynne recovered it and will maintain possession. They will start at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, if you're Wynne, you're real fortunate on that kickoff return. Fumbling twice, not often that you get the ball back.
Yeah, no kidding. So they'll spot the ball at the 25 on the right hash as the Jackets move toward the north end zone into the wind, which for the moment has died down. It's been kind of off and on. We've gotten very breezy at times tonight as Watson sets his offense, goes under center. Holbrook will drift in motion. Watson keeps it out over the right side and gets maybe a yard off the spot. We'll see where they mark it, but I don't think he got any more than that. It is a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for Wynne.
Same story, first play of the second half. Blazers defense winning that battle of the line of scrimmages, not allowing anything on the quarterback keeper.
So it's 2nd and 9 from the Yellow Jacket 26 with 11:28 to play in the third period. Valley View leading 14-0. Wynne with the football. Watson under center. And he's going to keep it, looking for some room across the middle, and runs into a stone wall. Again, forward progress maybe gives him a half yard.
Yeah, good job there by the senior Dax Webb, getting into that pile and really not allowing any forward progress maybe a yard or so, but long third down now for the Yellow Jackets.
They gave him a yard, and that was a fortuitous spot. It's 3rd and 8 for Wynne, or a generous spot, I should say. Ball's at the Wynne 27. Just underway here in the second half. First drive of the third period. They'll send one receiver split wide to the left. And Watson's back to throw, looking for the man. And that ball is incomplete. Well played in the secondary there by Kenneth Robinson to knock the ball loose.
Yeah, for a second I thought Wynne was going to come down with it, but Robinson wasn't too early, made a great play on the ball there. And they actually passed it on that passing down there. The Yellow Jackets did.
Havner was the intended target, but again, Robinson there with great coverage for Valley View secondary, and Wynne now facing 4th and 8 and a definite punting situation for the Yellow Jackets with 10:28 remaining in the third period.
If Wynne decides to likely punt the ball here, a great 3-and-out early in the second half for the Blazer defense, really making a statement that they're just not giving them anything on the ground so far tonight.
Maddox to punt. He gets it away. Nobody back to return it for Valley View, and it will be down at the 45-yard line. So Valley View will get the ball back in pretty good field position to start the second half for their first possession, starting at their own 45 off the right hash.
Both running backs for Valley View, Zane Guthrie and Feliz, have had a pretty good game so far tonight. We've seen Feliz with more of the explosive plays and Guthrie in the jumbo package and short yardage situations.
Drew Gartman is split wide to the left for Valley View. Blazers have 3 receivers to the right. Feliz is the running back on Turley's left hip, working out of the gun. Turley fakes the pitch. Now he darts it up inside and dives forward, and I believe he got the first down off that little dive there at the end of the run.
Yeah, Turley, I think he did end up picking up the first down, but he really sold the pitch there to Feliz, and he actually pitched it to Feliz right before half to getting the big run inside the 1, so really making that Wynne defense stay honest, and Turley with a smart read there with the keeper picking up a first down.
Move the chains for Valley View. Fresh set of downs at the Yellow Jacket 45. Ball is between the hashes. Again, it's Gartman split wide left. Trip receivers off to the right. Turley out of the gun. Feliz on his hip. And Turley keeps it, and that may have been a bit of a broken play as Turley will lose about 1. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the 46 for Valley View. Something just looked a little out of sync there, Tyson.
Yeah, I think he kind of faked the handoff, but really didn't. I think, like you said, just a broken play, and fortunate enough, only losing 1 on that one, so 2nd and long now for the Blazers.
3 receivers right. Gartman goes lonesome left. Turley out of the gun. Feliz on his left hip. Turley's back to throw. Here comes pressure. He sets up, looking down the right sideline. That ball is caught by Starks. He avoids the defenders and gets to the end zone for the score.
What a great grab there by the senior, TJ Starks, really going up and making the catch and even able to break the tackle and get all the way into the end zone. What a burst of an explosive play there for the Blazers, but huge shout out to Anthony Feliz on that pass protection, really setting the edge on that pass protection block and allowing Turley have time to find his great receiver Starks and getting the Blazers on the board here in a hurry in the second half.
A 46-yard pass from Turley to Starks for the 3rd score of the night for Valley View. Brody Dixon now for the extra point attempt for the Blazers out of the hold of sophomore Caden Trevathan. There's the snap, the place, the kick is in the air, and it's true. And so with 9:24 to play in the third period, the Blazers now have a 3-touchdown lead. It's 21-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Pico Foods says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
TJ Starks with a great catch on the sideline, then just out-muscled the Wynne secondary and outran him from that point to the end zone, and the Blazers have their 3rd score of the night. That was a 46-yard hookup from Turley to Starks as we now await the Valley View kickoff from Brody Dix.
Yeah, Turley's thrown the deep ball a few times tonight, but that time really with a great connection to Starks and able to power his way into the end zone.
Wynne takes the kick at the 3-yard line and advances it up to about the 21 for Wynne, and the Yellow Jackets will start from there.
And we'll see how Wynne approaches this one. Down 3 scores now, about almost halfway through the third quarter.
Ball will be spotted at the 21-yard line. $9:13 to play in the third period. Blazers lead 21-0. Man drifts in motion to the left, lines up there as a tight end. And they'll give it off on a running play over the left side. Again, not much there. And once again, there's big Sarge Davis, or not so big Sarge Davis, but playing big. And we got our Yellow Jacket down at the end of the play.
Yeah, you hate to see that for the Yellow Jackets, but Sarge, like you said, not very big, but he really does a great job of getting through that line of scrimmage and, again, making the ankle tackle in the backfield.
So we've got a timeout on the field for the injury. We'll pause for 9:02 to play in the third period. The Blazers lead it 21-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bono and JonesboroCycle.com.
An official's timeout for the injury here as we welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium. Wynne. Dante Smith, the Wynne running back, is the player who was hurt. They've got him back up on his feet, but he's being helped to the sideline. And from the looks of things, I would guess we've probably seen the last of him tonight. He is their starting left halfback. And so now Wynne will face 2nd and 11 from the 20-yard line as we get set to return to play following the injury. Again, Valley View up 21-0, 9:02 to play in the third period. Jackets finally break the huddle and make their way to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11.
Watson goes under center and gives it off over the left side. And that's a gain up to across the 25, up close to the 30-yard line before they're knocked out of bounds.
Great run pursuit there by the defensive back, Kenneth Robinson, able to cut that angle off and making that a second down stop, making it third down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Got 7 yards, and that's been one of the biggest offensive plays of the night thus far from Wynne.
Yeah, no
It'll
kidding.
be 3rd and 3 with the ball at the, looks like the 29-yard line. 28, rather. One receiver goes wide left for the Jackets. Watson's under center. They'll give that off to the halfback, and the Blazers all over it at the line of scrimmage once again. Jude Rapert in on the play.
Yeah, the Blazers' nose tackles have played a great game here so far tonight. Sarge Davis, we've called his name multiple times already, not even through the third quarter, and Jude Rapert making a good play once again for the Blazers defense.
4th and 2 for Wynne. I got to think Wynne's probably going to go for this. I think they almost have to at this point.
Yeah, especially
the way this game has transpired so far.
Yeah, down 3 scores, third quarter. Just inside the 30-yard line, might as well.
They're show and go on 4th and 2. And we've got whistles and flags just as the ball is snapped.
I didn't see us jump. I think that might be a false start.
I think it's going to go. Yeah, I believe you're right. It's going to be a false start against Wynne. That is indeed the case, and now they most likely will have to punt.
Looks like Maddox is coming on the field for that situation.
8:03 left to play, third period. Valley View up 21-0. here in this 5A East battle. It's a rematch of last year's conference co-champs.
Now, if you're the Blazers, you need to watch out for the hard count. They've gotten us to jump twice already, and that would give them, once again, a manageable 4th down. So
That's a great point, Tyson. So it's now 4th and 7 for Wynne. Maddox is back to punt. They've got 2 receivers split to the right. And they will quick kick it. It'll be a short kick. Again, it takes a Blazer bounce and goes out of bounds. Valley View is going to get the ball back on the Wynne side of the field around the 40-yard line.
good field position here for the Blazers. They look up to go get their lead even more as we head into the later minutes of the third quarter.
Valley View will get the ball at the Yellow Jacket 41. Carson Turley leads the offense onto the field. We're at 7:57 mark of the third period with the Blazers up by 3 scores. It's 21-0. Starks and Tice and Irvin all split wide to the right. Drew Gartman is a lonesome left to the near side. Turley out of the gun. Police on his hip. Turley throws it out right side to Starks. Starks slips the first tackler, and Fighting Har appears to have the first down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. Move the chains again for Valley View.
Yeah, the quick pass to the outside to Starks, and he's able to make a couple moves, breaking a couple tackles and getting the first down. He's really had a good game so far tonight.
Got some good blocking, but got a lot of that on his own. It'll be a first down from the Wynne 29 with 7:40 left in the third. Now Valley View content to play the waiting game a little bit between snaps and starting to milk the clock a little bit here. 2 receivers left and right. Turley again out of the gun, back to throw, sets up, looking on the sideline. Starks was the intended target. I thought he got impeded with, but I don't see a flag, so it'll be an incomplete pass for Valley View.
Yeah, I thought for sure there was a little bit of contact between the defensive back and receiver, but I guess the official thought that wasn't really catchable, so I guess that's why no flag there.
And that's probably true. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the Yellow Jacket 29. 7:19 to play in the period. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Turley shows it to Felice, keeps it, and advances it inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line after he faked the handoff on the read option.
Yeah, Turley with the keeper. Great job by the offensive line, once again, as they've done quite a few times tonight, making a big hole for their quarterback to run up the gut and get some good positive yardage.
3rd and 5 for the Blazers from the Wynne 25. Felice drifts in motion to the right. Now he sets up as a flanker to the right. Turley out of the gun. Gartman split in to the left. Felice. Turley keeps it after he showed it to Felice on the fake jet sweep, and he's close to the first down marker. I think he's going to be a little bit shy, probably by 2 yards or less. Actually, it's going to be 4th and 2.
Yeah, 4th and short, but Turley, good job there, breaking the ankle tackle and getting some positive yards. So we'll see what the play call is here on 4th and short.
4th and 2 from the Yellow Jacket 22 with 6:15 to play in the third. Blazers up by 3 scores. It's 21-0 as they get the signals from the sideline. Irvin and Starks will go wide right. Gartman is split wide to the near side. Turley out of the gun. Believes on his left hip. Turley looking to throw. Sets up. Fires across the middle for Starks. Touchdown, Valley View.
Once again, TJ Starks with a big catch on the crossing route into the end zone. Now the Blazers up 4 scores here in the third quarter, but a great job by the offensive line and the pass protection package once again, giving Turley the time he needed to throw that one for the strike to TJ Starks and his 2nd touchdown of the game.
2 passing touchdowns from Turley to Starks here in the third period, and Brody Dix is on for his 4th extra point kick of the night. Once again, sophomore Caden Trevathan will provide the hold. The kick is blocked this time, and Valley View now leads it 27-0 here with 5:52 left to play in the third period. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and back with more in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
Farming and lawn gear? Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
5:52 to play, third period. The Blazers now with a 4-touchdown lead here at Wynne. It's 27-0 as we await the Brody Dix kickoff. That last drive, Valley View covered 41 yards in 4 plays, capped off by Turley's 22-yard touchdown strike to T.J. Starks, the second time they've connected for a score here in the third quarter. Dix will drive Christian Wren back to the 5-yard line on the return. Now he's got a hole to jump through. He's at midfield. And one man left to beat. Finally tackled hard right there by Brody Dix, who took him down at the 47-yard line. Yeah. A big return for Wren, but I tell you what, the Blazer crowd appreciating that hit by their kicker, Brody Dix.
Yeah, what a play there by Brody Dix. Really, if Wren beat him, he was gone. Yeah. I mean, that was really Wynn's first explosive play of the night, but what a big tackle there by Brody Dix.
It's not often you see a kicker make a tackle, period, but especially a physical tackle like that. I mean, that was about as fundamentally solid a hit. And it wasn't just a hit. I mean, he took him to the ground. It was a great play by Brody Dix.
Yeah, great play there by the junior.
But Wynne does have good field position here. They'll start from the Blazer 46. One receiver split to the left. Watson going to keep it. Running the left. Hits the far sideline. He's close to the first down marker. I think he got it, but we'll see. It'll all depend on the spot.
Looks like they are going to move the chains. And Randy, I think that might have been Wynn's best run of the night so far.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. They'll have the ball at the Blazer 36-yard line with 5:29 to play in the third period. Again, this good field position set up by that nice return from Christian Wren. He fielded that ball at the 5-yard line, or right about the 5 or 6, and took it all the way to the Blazer 46. Here they've got it at the 36. And now we have a stop and play and a timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. So we'll take the break as well. 5:05 to play, third period. Valley View leads it 27-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas, this is John Moore of Arkansas Superstore on Highway 49 in Brooklyn, here to tell you that we're flipping the script on car buying. Don't stand for bait and switch tactics. That's holding. We believe in transparency and trust. You deserve the car you want with a payment much lower than your rent. Arkansas Superstore is here to make sense of it all for you. Come over and find your dream ride. You're approved. When the banks say no, I say yes. Visit us today at 11580 Highway 49 North in Brooklyn or online at arkansassuperstore.com.
5:05 remaining third period. Wynne with their probably best field position of the night, I believe. They've got the ball at the Blazer 36-yard line with a first down. And a timeout on the field taken by the Yellow Jackets. We'll see what they dial up here when they return to the field.
I mean, I just think if you're Wynne, you've got to start getting the ball through the air. I mean, 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, that's precious time, just ticking off the clock, especially down 4 touchdowns.
Again, it's 27-0. Here come the Jackets. Maddox drifts in motion to the left. Watson gives it off to the first man through, and that's a dive play across the middle for a nice positive gain inside the Blazer 30. Looks like they'll spot it right at the 30, is apparently where his knee touched. So it's 2nd and 4 for Wynne. Ball is just inside the left hash.
This is definitely the best run game so far tonight for the Yellow Jackets.
Quarterback John Watson goes under center. Gives that off to the second man through, and the Blazers blow that up in the backfield for a loss.
Jude Rapert once again on the stop.
Nice play there by Jude Rapert, blowing that one up.
Number 6 on the carry.
Loss of 1 back to the 31. It's 2nd and 5 for Wynne. 3rd and 5, rather.
Loss of 2. 3rd and 5.
Big third down if you're the Yellow Jackets. Really first threat on the other side of the field.
They've got one receiver split wide right. Watson keeps it, and he's caught in the backfield for a loss. Sarge Davis, once again, I believe, making the tackle behind the line of scrimmage for the Blazers.
And that's at least 4 or 5 tackles for loss for Sarge. He's really had a great night. Him and Jude Draper both really setting the edge at the nose tackle position.
He keeps playing like this, and I believe we may have a solid candidate for our JOSN player of the game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because he's maybe having the best game of his Valley View career. 4th and 6 for Wynne, or 4th and 5. One receiver split to the right. They're going for it on 4th down here in Valley View territory. Late pitch out to the halfback. That's Wynne, and Wynne breaks the first tackle. I believe he's got the first down, and he does, down near the 17 of the 16-yard line. Great second effort run there by Christian Wren to move the chains for Wynne.
Hey, but hold on, Randy. There's a flag on the play.
There is indeed, so this might be coming back. We'll see what we've got.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a hold with the outside run on the edge like that, but we'll see.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the back pedal, so wipe out. It's an illegal block below the waist. And they will not have the first down and instead be assessed a penalty all the way back to the 43-yard line of Valley View. So now it's 4th and about 17 for Wynne.
Now comes the punter. We'll see if they actually punt the ball here, but Maddox is on the field.
4th and 17.
Valley View is not going to send anybody back for the return. I think they're fully expecting Wynne to probably go for this, and I would not be a bit surprised if they do. They're down 4 scores. They're going to have to roll the dice a little bit. Maddox is in punt formation. He'll be standing at the 50-yard line. He will kick it. Boy, the Blazers came with a rush. It's another short, high kick, and it will take a bit of a wind roll inside the 30.
Yeah, but as soon as he snapped it, the official threw a flag. So
we do have another flag down in the backfield. You're right. So we'll see what that's about. Before we assume anything else. 2:36 to play in the period.
We had an illegal shift on the offense. That 5-yard trip will be assessed at the end of the shift. First down.
So it's an illegal shift against Wynne assessed at the end of the kick. That means Valley View will start here from their own 34-yard line.
First and 10 for the Blazers.
Blazers will
34.
operate off the left hash, moving from right to left toward the south end zone. 2 receivers to the near side. I believe that is Urban and Gartman. Starks goes lonesome right. Turley out of the gun. Guthrie is in, and the pistol set as the running back. He'll give it to Guthrie, and Zane powers his way forward for about 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Valley View.
Just about 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, and Valley View continuing to take a little extra time between plays and milking the clock.
2:16 left on the rolling clock. Blazers up 27-0.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
And again, Valley View moving at a much slower pace here in the second half now that they have this big lead. 2 receivers left. Starks goes wide right. Turley out of the gun. Late pitch out to Guthrie, and he's going to be caught right after he took the pitch and dropped for a loss back at the 25-yard line, or the 30-yard line.
Good ball pursuit there by the Wynne linebacker. Really read that play from the start and got a hold of Guthrie.
So this will bring up 3rd and 14 for Valley View from the Blazer 30 with 1:35 to play in the third period.
Loss of 7. 3rd down and 14.
2 receivers going wide right, 2 to the left. Turley in the gun in a definite passing situation. He's back to throw. Sets up, looking across the middle. Finds Gartman. Gartman in stride. Has the first down. Tackled inside Wynne territory inside the 40-yard line.
Big time play there by the 2-time All-State quarterback Carson Turley. came out of his hand a little awkward, but nothing less. He got it to Drew Gartman, and Drew able to come up with it and convert the big first down on 3rd and very long.
So that'll move the chains once again for the Blazers. With 1:06 to play in the period, Valley View will have a fresh set of downs at the Wynne 39.
39.
Trip set receivers to the right. Gartman goes lonesome left. Ball is on the ground. There's a scramble for it, and Wynne's going to recover it as that one got away from Turley. And on the exchange there between Turley and Guthrie, and Wynne will take over on the fumble recovery and get the ball back at about the Yellow Jacket 44-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscue there in the exchange between Turley and Guthrie. So Wynne with the ball, and not bad field position if you're the Yellow Jackets.
They'll have it at the 42 after the spot. 47 seconds remaining in the third period. Valley View leading 27-0.
42.
Jackets will send one receiver wide to the left. And we have whistles and flags as the ball is snapped.
Flag on the play.
Sioux moved early this time.
It's going to be an encroachment penalty against the Blazers. That'll give Wynne a free 5 yards and set up first and 5.
5 yards against the Blazers for encroaching the neutral zone.
Moves the ball forward to the 46-yard line. Correction, the 47. John Watson goes under center. Wynne drifts in motion. They'll pitch it out to Wynne, running left. He is close to first down yardage. Now he has it, knocked out of bounds down near the Valley View 40-yard line.
Yeah, great outside toss there to Wynne. He was really able to get outside with that burst of speed and pick up the first down.
Wynne in the second half starting to find a little bit of rhythm with their running game, but still no points on the board yet for the Yellow Jackets. With
flag on the play.
There was another flag on the play there that I didn't see. This is going to be a personal foul, a face mask penalty against the offense, so that'll go against Wynne. Wipe out what would have been a first down run by Christian Wren.
Yeah, you don't see that too often called, especially on the offense, but hey, if you're the Blazers, you'll take it.
Absolutely. And boy, Wynne has had some penalties at really inopportune times throughout this game tonight.
Yeah, for sure. That was probably their most explosive play in the run game, and just wiped it out and even lost yards now.
That's going to move it all the way back to the 31-yard line. And it's first and a little over 20 here for the Yellow Jackets.
First and 22.
Running play to the near side, couple of yards. And that'll be about it for Wynne.
Jet Bradshaw and Dax Webb in on the stop there. The group of linebackers for the Blazers not allowing anything once again in the run game for the Yellow Jackets.
Spot the ball at the 34. It's second and about 20 here for Wynne. And that was the last play of the third quarter. So we have 3 in the books here in Cross County. Valley View with a commanding 27-0 lead as we move into the final frame. We'll pause for 30 seconds back to start the fourth quarter after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Family here. Did every July 4th here. Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here. Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Set to begin the fourth quarter as we welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium in Wynne. Valley View leads it 27-0.
Yeah, really the defense, like we've talked about all night, really done a great job defending the run game, giving up only 2 or 3 explosive runs, but good job overall. But, I mean, you think if you're Wynne, 2nd and 20, down 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, I mean, you think you've got to start throwing the ball at some point.
I would think so.
mean, unless they're just not comfortable with it, but interesting to see if Wynne shows any sense of urgency.
From the Yellow Jacket 34.
Here come the Jackets facing second and about 20. Ball is on the ground. It's up for grabs. There's a scramble for it. Wynne gets back on it, but it'll be a big loss inside the 25-yard line as Christian Wren let the pitch get away from him. They're going to spot the ball at the 24. And Wynne now facing fourth and long. Correction, third and long.
Third and about 25 or 30, it
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too surprised for prevent defense for the Blazers.
Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Valley View up 27-0. One back drifts in motion right. Watson's back to throw. Here comes the rush. He gets the ball away, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted. Brian Huff got his hands on it, but couldn't quite rein it in. He got knocked loose from the ball, and otherwise that would have been an INT for Brian Huff.
Yeah, good coverage, though, nothing less by Brian Huff. And the Blazers' defense, and that pressure was coming in a hurry.
No, it sure was, from two angles.
Lucky he got that one off.
So Wynne will most likely punt this one away. Starks is back, does drop back to return this one. And he'll be standing between the hashes at his own 46-yard line. 11-13 to play in the game. Braden Maddox in punt formation. Gets the ball away. And Starks fields it. Splits two defenders and makes his way down the near sideline. He's still on his feet at the 20. Jukes him in at the 15. Cuts to the inside at the 5 and finds the painted turf. TJ Starks with his third score of the night here in the second half.
Wow, what a return there by TJ Starks. Almost leaving me speechless. I mean, it looked like the defender was right there, right on top of him as soon as the punt came to him, able to make a move, and great job of blocking on the near side by the Blazers special teams. And once again, Randy, that's a special teams touchdown for the Blazers.
Starks returns that one 54 yards. And Brody Dix with the extra point kick pending. Maybe going for two here to get that lost. They're going to go for two, it looks like, to get that lost extra point back on the block kick from the previous play. Turley out of the gun. Feliz is his running back. Two receivers right. Turley rolling right. Darts it up inside. Fires it to Tice, I believe. And is he in there? He is for the two-point conversion. Nice determination there by Gavin Tice. Well, he caught the ball in heavy traffic and would not be denied.
Yeah, that was a really nice play call there by Marty Riley, letting Turley run around with it. Looked like he might keep it, but decided to throw that one out quick to Tice at the last minute. And he really didn't have an angle, but he powered himself into the end zone, giving the Blazers a big two-point conversion as they make that score 35-0.
And that will turn on the turbo clock for the final 10:57 of the game. We'll pause for 30 seconds. Valley View's up 35-0 on the EAB Sports Network.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Well, we should have a running clock for the final 10:57 of this game as Brody Dix gets set to kick it away. That last touchdown, courtesy of a 54-yard punt return by TJ Starks. The Blazers found Gavin Tice for the two-point conversion from Carson Turley. And here's the Valley View kickoff, fielded at the 6-yard line by Holbrook for Wynne, and he'll advance it up to about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and you know, the Blazers have been pretty dominant in all three phases of the game tonight. Special teams with punt return touchdown, a block punt. Brody Dix doing a good job. Only missed one extra point, but that was partially blocked. And then the special teams getting a two-point conversion. Then, of course, the offense putting up 4 touchdowns, and the defense, like I've said, been pretty dominant so far tonight.
Wynne will start from their own 28. Clock is running at 10:16 here in the final frame. Watson sets his offense. Wynne drifts in motion to the near side, the left side. And they give that, I believe, to Wynne. Wynne crosses the line of scrimmage, gets maybe a yard, and that'll be about it.
And Jet Bradger coming off the edge hot with the tackle there for no gain. Another great play by the Valley View defense.
It is no gain, so.
Flag on the play.
But there's a marker down. So we'll see what that's about, and I believe Valley View coaches seem to think that's going to be against the Yellow Jackets based on their reaction on the sideline. Meanwhile, the clock continues to tick away. Kenneth Robinson will check out for Valley View and be replaced by Trip Dale. Also, another more late substitutions now for the Blazers as Brian Huff leaves the game. He is replaced by Ryder Rutledge.
Looks like the penalty was block below the waist, or you call chop block. So another unfortunate penalty for the Yellow Jackets, especially with the turbo clock.
Which is now inside 9 minutes. And now Wynne will take a timeout to stop the clock. So that'll pause the clock with 8:54 to play in the game. Valley View leads it 35-0. We'll pause for 30 seconds. This is Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network.
Child's heart, and at Arkansas Children's Heart Institute, we know how to care for it. Ranked again by U.S. News and World Report, our cardiology program continues to champion patients and produce exceptional outcomes for families. At Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic, we give your child the care they need close to home, whether it's a heart murmur or a congenital heart disease lesion. Our pediatric cardiology experts offer exceptional care. Visit archildrens.org/NEA to learn more today.
More fresh Blazers checking into the game during this timeout as Elias Loggins, a 6', 205-pound senior linebacker, and Tyler Holcomb, a 6'4", 205-pound senior defensive end, checking in during this timeout for Wynne. 8:54 remaining in the game. Valley View in control. The Blazers will improve to 3-0 in the conference, 5-1 overall, and back at home next week at Central Dealership Stadium against our friends from Brooklyn. The Yellow Jackets will have Wynne drifting in motion to the right. They'll pitch it out. Actually, that comes across the middle and advance it up to about the 24-yard line.
Rylan McNamee, also the sophomore outside linebacker into the game now for the Blazers. And you mentioned Brooklyn coming to Central Dealership Stadium next week, and it's always a good crowd no matter what sport it is for Brooklyn and Valley View.
Yeah, always a good one. They were down 24-0 at halftime against Southside, the last score we had on that one. Here it's 35-0 Valley View with a rolling clock. We're in the Mercy clock, turbo clock. Wynne drifts in motion to the right for the Yellow Jackets on 2nd and 14. The late exchange in the backfield. Wynne hits the far sideline and gets 3, maybe 4 yards.
7, Christian Wynne on the carry.
It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Wynne.
3rd and 10.
7:55 remaining in the game. We're going to visit with Sean Cockrell in our post-game show, so we'll hope you'll stay with us for that.
10 for the Yellow Jackets, from the Yellow Jacket 28.
During the Lexicon postgame. Wynne facing 3rd and 10 here. Pitch it out to Wynne. Wynne gets chopped down after he crosses the 30 and tripped up at the 31. It'll be 4th and long for the Yellow Jackets.
I think you have to go for this one if you're Wynne. Down 35-0, turbo clock, 4th quarter. Looks like they are.
Well, I don't blame them if they do. I don't blame them if they don't, because I think this one's already out of their reach. But clock now hits the 7-minute mark. Here come the Jackets. They're show and go. Got one receiver split wide right on 4th and 7 from the 31. Watson rolling right on play action, looking to throw, fires across the middle and misses his intended target, which was Cooper Thompson, the tight end. And Valley View will get the ball back on the takeover on downs.
Attempting to hit number 15, Cooper Thompson.
And they'll start from the Wynne 32.
Good field position after the turnover on downs for the Blazers, but I wouldn't expect to see anything else by continuing to put the ball on the ground, and looks like Peyton Hicks is going to check into the game for that purpose. Also, new quarterback looks like sophomore Madden Tatum, getting him a few reps.
Madden Tatum in as the Valley View quarterback here for the home stretch of this one with just over 6 minutes to play. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He'll hand it off to Peyton Hicks. Hicks gets a good surge from the O-line, powers his way over the left side for 2, maybe 3.
26 on the carry for the Blazers, Peyton Hicks.
Looks like Coach Cockle getting some of his underclassmen some valuable reps here almost midway through the season.
Well, I tell you what, these youngsters have gotten a lot of valuable playing time here in the last 3 weeks or so, including tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And these youngsters that came up the last few years have been really talented. I believe our junior high football team is also undefeated, 5-0 right now.
They are. Handoff to Hicks running over the left side. And he'll get 1, maybe 2 as he leans forward. Are they 5-0 or 6-0 after last night?
Actually, last night,
yeah,
I think
they're 6-0 after they mercy ruled Paragould last night.
3rd and 6.
So shout out to Coach Corey Kren and the unbeaten Blazer junior high team. Valley View facing 3rd and about 7 here from the 28-yard line of Wynne. 5 minutes left in the ball game. Blazers up 35-0. High snap. Tatum keeps it, running left, and I believe he got the first down. If not, he's very close, but it looked like he got to about the 20-yard line, and if so, that'll move the chains.
Yeah, good job there by the sophomore Tatum. A little bad snap, but he was able to corral it, but flag on the play.
It's going to be a hold against Valley View, I believe, and that will be the case. So wipe out the run by Tatum, and it'll remain 3rd down. Now it'll be 3rd and long. Moves the ball back to the 38-yard line of Wynne. And it's 3rd and about 17 for Valley View. With 4:10 remaining in the game. 2 receivers split wide left and right. Madden Tatum is the Blazer quarterback. He'll send one man in motion, give it to him on the fly sweep to the left side. And he's run out of bounds at about the 26 or the 28-yard line. I believe that was Parker King.
38, Parker King on the carry.
Yeah, it was.
I think you're right. Even though he didn't pick up the first down, good run by him, getting about 10 yards on the jet sweep.
So that'll bring up 4th and about 6 for Valley View from the 27-yard line of Wynne.
Looks like Trevathan's going to replace Tatum and get the 4th down snap here.
So Caden Trevathan is in as the Blazer quarterback now on 4th and 6 from the 27. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Trevathan, snap gets away from him. He'll have to chase it down and fall on it, and that'll be a loss back near the 45-yard line. So Wynne will get the takeover on downs. And they'll get the ball back at their own 45. Three minutes remaining in the football game. Valley View up 35-0. Here come the Jackets to the line of scrimmage. One slot back drifts in motion right. They'll pitch it to him on the right side, and that was James Jarrett, I believe, on the carry. Picks up a few yards, about 5, I believe.
Yeah, good run by him.
Actually got about 7.
Even better than I thought. Jarrett with a toss out to the far side of the field, able to pick up 7 yards for Wynne on first down.
2nd and 3 for the Yellow Jackets from the Blazer 48-yard line. One receiver split wide to the near side. Quarterback looking for him on an isolation play. That's going to be underthrown. Trip Dale there with the coverage for Valley View, and ball will fall incomplete. Inside 2 minutes to play now. It's 3rd and 3 for Wynne.
3rd and 3.
Again, the ball at the Blazer 48-yard line.
Even with the incompletion, turbo clock still running. Just over 1 minute left in this one.
Corbin O'Hara splits wide to the near side for Wynne. And we've got whistles and flags as the ball is snapped. That might be a delay of game. Nope, it's encroachment against Valley View. So that'll give Wynne the automatic first down off the penalty. Moves the ball forward.
First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the 43-yard.
From the 43. 1 minute left to play in the ball game. Wynne will pitch it out. And the runner advances it inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. And there's a Yellow Jacket lineman down at the end of that play, I believe. So that's going to stop the clock for the injury with 39 seconds left.
Hate to see that if you're Wynne, especially one of the last few plays of the game.
So we'll take the timeout for the injury. 39 seconds remaining. Valley View leads at 35-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
Injured Wynne player is back up on his feet. I believe that is Daniel Boozer, a junior offensive lineman, being helped back to the sideline. So 39 seconds remaining in the football game. Valley View is going to win it. The Blazers lead 35-0. We anticipate a post-game visit with Coach Sean Cockrell. We hope you'll stay with us for that in our Lexicon post-game show. But Wynne will have a first down after that last play. Ball at the Valley View 28-yard line. Watson under center. Pitch out to the motion man who drifts right, and he is into the secondary and caught inside the 10 down near the 8-yard line.
I think the ball came out.
Ball came loose. Valley View says they've got it back. We'll see what the officials say. And it is Valley View ball. So that most likely means that the Blazers are going to pitch a shutout here tonight at Wynne. They're not even going to have to snap the ball again, and unless there's a timeout, and apparently there is a timeout taken by Wynne. So that'll pause the clock with 6 seconds left.
I think it's time for victory formation if you're the Blazers.
There's no doubt. Let's just hold it here. Again, 35-0 is your score. I'm really puzzled as to why that timeout would be called after they lost possession there, but that is what Clay Toddy called a timeout, so that does stop the clock. Valley View will just have to snap it one time and take a knee and get out of here with only their third victory ever over the Wynne Yellow Jackets in the history of this series. This is the 10th meeting of the Blazers and Jackets. This will be the second straight year in which Valley View has defeated Wynne. But never before has it been this by this lopsided a margin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Nothing like the game last year that went into overtime. Blazers just with a dominant win in all three phases.
So Valley View in victory formation. Is that Trevathan in it?
No, Wynne's kicking it.
Wynne's got the ball. They're going to line up for a field goal. So I thought there was a change of possession there. So Maddox is on to attempt a field goal. It's on the way, and it is good. So they do avoid the shutout. And Maddox nails the field goal, and that will be the final play of the game as Valley View wins it 35-3 as Wynne gets a field goal in the final play of the game. We'll step aside here for a 3-minute timeout and back with our Lexicon postgame show after this on the EAB Sports Network.
it. We sold our house and we made a fortune.
No way! How'd you find out it was worth that much?
We used this awesome website, arhomevalue.com. It was a game changer. It's brought to you by Dustin White Realty. They know their stuff. Plus, arhomevalue.com is quick and easy to use.
Don't miss out on getting top dollar for your home. Go to arhomevalue.com today. Brought to you by Dustin White Realty. Top dollar for your home sale is just a click away. arhomevalue.com.
What started with our grandfather and continues in its fourth generation today, Glen Saint's history of quality sales, service, and strong personal relationships that have kept our customers and their families coming back for over 69 years.
From my grandpa to my dad to us, service after the sale is a big deal. Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
Mom, I can't get my homework to upload.
Dad, my video game is froze again.
Babe, is our internet down again? I'm missing the big game.
Honey, I'm trying to make this online payment, but it just keeps buffering.
Get your life up to speed with high-speed internet from Empower Broadband. Empower's reliable service brings high-speed internet to even the most remote areas of Northeast Arkansas. With Empower Broadband, you can stream your favorite movies, video chat with loved ones, work from home without interruptions, and so much more. Empower Broadband. Life up to speed. For more info, visit empowerbroadband.com.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
This is Keith Baird with the Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
We welcome you back to Yellow Jacket Stadium, where the Valley View Blazers are dominant tonight in defeating Wynne 35-3. The final scores. We welcome you in to our Lexicon postgame show. We're joined now by Coach Sean Cockrell, and you are a very happy man right now, I would imagine, Coach.
Yeah, Randy, the kids played unbelievable, especially on the defensive side. I mean, I don't know how many first downs they had, but it wasn't very many.
No.
Our guys played extremely – we had a great game plan. Coaches did a great job, and we executed it, and that was the biggest thing for our kids. You know, offensively, we were kind of out of sync there at the beginning. They were running from a 5-2 to a 4-2 and stuff like that. So kind of screwed us up a little bit, but we told the receivers, you're going to have to go make plays. We're not going to be able to run it on them very much, and they did, obviously. TJ really came out and had a great game. Drew had a big catch there. Carson played unbelievable, and we're protected. So super proud of the way we played in all phases. Special teams had the punt return, had great kickoff coverage all night.
This game started, you took the opening kickoff, drove the field, got inside the red zone, then you had a penalty that kind of set you back and put you behind the chains, and you ended up turning it over on downs, got the ball back on your second possession, drove about 65 yards and scored. You moved the ball pretty freely in the first half, but only put a couple of scores on the board. But you're up 14-0 at halftime. I'm sure you felt pretty good about that, but you probably also felt you maybe should have had some more points on the board.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if anybody saw me. I probably looked like we were losing down there, but I just was frustrated at the way we were playing early offensively. Now defensively, obviously, anytime you can shut somebody out in a half, you played great, but just frustrated. Like you said, we're moving the ball, but when it compresses down in that red zone, it's really tough, especially what they're doing to us. But super excited about the way the guys finished.
So the second half, you pretty much set the tone early. I mean, complete domination in the second half, and were you at all surprised that the second half unfolded the way it did?
Well, we told the receivers, at halftime, you've got to go up and make plays. Obviously, TJ made that one to make it 21-0, which was huge. And the defense just kept battling, giving us the ball in great field position. We knew it was going to be physical, and it was going to be a tough game, especially with that 5-2 front they were running, playing man on us. But I wasn't surprised that we made those plays. I was excited, and we expected to do that from the get-go.
We're going to go with, we haven't named this yet, but Tyson and I were talking during the timeout. We're going to go with co-players of the game tonight on the JOSM postgame award. Sarge Davis on the defense, Jamarian Davis, and then TJ for the offense. And TJ has really stepped up for you in the absence of Andrew Jones as an offensive playmaker.
Yeah, with him and Drew on the outside, it's really hard to handle. I can't even imagine when we get Andrew back here in a couple weeks what's going to happen. No, he stepped up, and then obviously, last week a kickoff return for a touchdown, this week a punt return. I'm screaming at him to fair catch it. He doesn't hear me. He goes ahead and takes it to the house. So excited about the way he's playing. He's showing that he is a D1 talent. DJ is, and he can go up on anybody and go get a ball. So really excited for him. And then Sarge, going back to him, there for about 10 plays, I felt like they didn't block him. He was playing so good.
Yeah.
And made so many plays behind the line of scrimmage. So very excited for him and the way he played.
He's so good to be as undersized. I mean, only 5'10", about 185, 190 pounds, but he's so athletic and agile and mobile.
Yeah, he is. And he's physical and he's strong for his size.
Right.
He's a compact kid. He's got a high motor that never stops. He's our rah-rah guy on the sideline. And just excited that he had a big game like he did.
Coach, thanks so much for the visit. Congratulations on a great win for your program here tonight. We'll see you back at the Ships next week against Brooklyn.
Thank you for all you guys do.
All right, thank you, Coach. That's Coach Sean Cockrell. We'll step aside here for a 1-minute timeout and back as we continue with our Lexicon postgame after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Silverline Trailers, the largest trailer retailer in the USA, has the perfect solution for you. Guaranteed approval. No credit check required. Get the quality trailer you need at a price you can afford. With over 3,500 trailers available and more coming in daily, we'll find the perfect trailer for you. And at Silverline, we're always looking to hire good people. Visit our website, silverlinetrailer.com, for a location near you. You can stop by our Jonesboro location today at 3711 Stadium Boulevard or call 870-203-0000. Silverline Trailers, your trusted trailer retailer.
Hi, this is Bob Moore with More Air Conditioning. AC issues in the summer interrupt your life in more ways than one. We're here to help. When you need your air conditioning repaired, you need it fast. Get more assurance with the More same-day guarantee. We'll send